free agent by positions list in terms of rankings. You could argue Romeo Doubs should be above Wan'Dale Robinson. You could make that case. But Pierce, Shaheed, and Evans were 1, 2, and 3. Doubs is in front of Jennings and Debo. I mean, he's made some really tough catches in traffic, really big-time catches for Green Bay.
Yeah, so he's only 25. Stephon Diggs was 32, who obviously was released. Could see him really operating in a similar fashion to how Diggs was used for New England this year.
Right.
Mina Kimes tweeted this out. Romeo Doubs was 12th in the league in yards per route run on 10 to 20-yard throws, tied with Stephon Diggs. Like, it's kind of just a Diggs plug and replace, 7 years younger, so obviously more upside there. I love it. Now go get A.J. Brown.
That's
and David Njoku, and let's rock.
The A.J. Brown stuff, well, Njoku is entirely possible, but because you could just pick up the phone and say a number that he wants to hear, and he's yours. Dallas Goedert, too, by the way.
Also available.
But in terms of Brown, I mean, having spoken to Breer about it earlier, the Eagles don't have to trade him. It's like he's not standing there demanding one publicly. He might be saying something behind the scenes that's causing a rumble, but
seems likely.
The Eagles are 100% like, we don't have to do it. And the Patriots are like, we don't have to do it. I mean, we're interested in doing it. So there's a standoff. Like, it's just going to be a lot of blinking at each other until a need becomes an urgency. And right now, there's less of a need in New England, and there appears to be no need in Philadelphia. So that's how somebody doesn't go anywhere. Pretty much. I don't know what the Dobbs numbers are.
There's some conflicting reports. It seems like it's in the 4-year between, high 60s with an upside of $80 million.
Well, it just depends on what the APY and the guarantees are and things of that
Yeah, it's all about the guarantees. Remember last year, Stephon Diggs was a 3, almost 70, and it ended up being a 1-year deal.
Right. For 20-something million bucks. Again, I've got all these lists here.
And he was awesome.
He's third on the list of largest free agent wide receiver contracts in NFL history in terms of an APY for a new team, behind Ridley and Adams, and then there's now Mike Evans in that regard. So it's a very smart replacement for Stephon Diggs.
Absolutely.
Younger, one assumes less off the field conversations, and then let him grow old with Drake May and Booty.
Absolutely.
And Williams and Douglas. Hey, there were no posters, fatheads on the wall of the Patriots receivers until Randy Moss showed up.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, without a doubt.
And you were winning championships with the right mix of offense and situational brilliance and, of course, the trigger man. And then a kicker and a defense. And that's what the Patriots have just redone it. I mean, it's the same thing, right?
It's the same idea. Yeah, same idea.
You know what I mean? Like, nobody knew who a receiver was in New England until, I guess Welker became somebody that everybody knew. And then there was Randy Moss. He was the outlier for Brady.
Yeah, Welker had a great 5-year run, 110 catches in every year.
Didn't Brady, like back in his first run at it, it was always filled with, like, similar to what we see with the Bills and Josh Allen? If you got him
David Patton,
big time, right.
Yeah, it was those types of guys. And they go get Randy Moss, and
he catches.
He sets the touchdown record.
And Brady does the same.
50. Yeah.
And they don't lose a regular season game.
Yeah. So that's what happened.
And Eli got him anyway.
Well, Eli got the defense.
Okay.
Rodney Harrison.
This is part of the team.
Should keep Rodney Harrison out of the Hall of Fame, not knocking that.
I'm just pointing out they're building it in a very similar way.
And that worked out very
correct. So if anybody's out there, well, Romeo Doubs not a big name guy, didn't have to be back in the day either.
No one had ever heard. Wes Welker, Julian Edelman. Who were these guys?
I'm just seeing all these other deals. They need to save their money for Christian Gonzalez because he is going to break the bank.
And he deserves every penny.
I know that.
He's going to get it.
He is going to break it. He's going to break it in two.
Yeah.
When it's his time.
Absolutely.
But where will he break the bank?
In New England. They're not letting him walk. That's it for this program. Thanks for joining us. Cam Scattaboo on Wednesday's show. Join us for that. We're back on Disney Plus in a sec.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-568-2790. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-568-2790 or biglou.com.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. East Carolina senior guard Jordan Riley has been named to the American Conference's first team as the league announced its full list of postseason awards and honors today. Riley's first-team postseason nod marks the second straight season that East Carolina has landed a player on the conference's first team, with R.J. Felton and C.J. Walker earning first-team honors last year. The Brentwood, New York native led the Pirates and the conference in scoring this season with 708 points, averaging just a little over 23 points over his 30 games played. He also set an American Conference single-season record with 7 games of 30 or more points, including his 40-point outburst against Wichita State February 18th, making him the first Pirate to score 40 or more in a game since Anton Gill in 1994. Riley joins Oliver Mack, Blue Edwards, and Jaden Gardner as the only Pirates to reach 1,000 points in an ECU jersey in just a 2-season span. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington-Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington-Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
We would all like to win 3, but for Brandon Manning's path to hosting a regional, how many do we need to win? How many times do I need to ask this question?
So you need to, on the road in conference, you need to take 2 out of 3, and you need to sweep it home. That is a very, very foolproof success plan that we've always had.
Am I
3-1 I answered the question. What do you want to say?
I'm asking about Coastal Carolina. You're talking about conference play.
But I'm saying on the road you need to Coastal Carolina. We need to beat them.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, exclusively on Pirate Radio, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and on the Pirate Radio app. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey, and we got left side. Strong side.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity-type guys, and that's intimidating.
Gun, first down ECU, spinning free, still on his feet. Marlon Gunn Jr. is gone. How about them Pirates, baby?
You already know, my guy.
Pirate pride, baby. Pirate pride.
From the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We are on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. We're on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber, and we are on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. You can find us there, as we will be live for the next 3 hours. I'm going to be solo here in studio until Jennings Hall joins us coming up in hour 2, and Bryce Williams, Brandon Manning in hour number 3. So, want to hear from you in the chat, gang. What is on your mind? How you feeling about Pirate baseball as they begin a 5-game week? How you feeling about the conference tournaments going on? Any teams, conferences in particular you are looking at? We'll get you ready for the American Women's Tournament today on the show, because Kim McNeill, head coach of the women's basketball Pirates, will join us. They got a long layoff. The tournament has begun, and they got to wait till Friday night before they begin action, and they will go all the way to the semifinals when they begin, and just have to win 2 games to make it to the NCAA tournament. So we got Kim McNeill joining us, as I mentioned a moment ago. Jennings Hall, former Pirate volleyballer. Jennings Hall of Fame, Jennings Hall of Shame coming up. We got Bryce Williams, Brandon Manning. Also, Double B, Brian Bailey will join us later on this hour, as he will be out at Clark LeClaire Stadium, East Carolina and Old Dominion. And joining us right now on the Turner Home Team Lifeline at Clark LeClaire Stadium, getting ready to call the action on ESPN Plus, the Mully man, Mike Mullis. Mully, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing well, and looking forward to some baseball today. And Mully, before we get to what's going on today, let's talk about the weekend. And I was with you Friday and Sunday. After Saturday, Mully, I had those same thoughts I had after North Carolina crushed the Pirates on the Friday night a few weeks ago, and was just thinking, well, I think we're a good team, but we're just not an elite team. We can't hang with these guys. And then we come out and get, 15 hits or whatever, and just, merry-go-round around the bases against Coastal on Sunday. So that was big to salvage the series. How would you describe, very generally, this Pirate baseball team from elite, great, good, not good, bad category? Where would you put them at right now, Mully?
I certainly don't think the crossover into elite status has happened. I would think this is a good club that still is, going through some identity crisis, kind of trying to figure out kind of how they're going to go about the day in, day out. But I mean, we've seen a really good, maybe on the fringe of being closer to the more elite side. We've seen we've seen a team that's not been quite there. So still clips caught somewhere in between, and I think still a lot left to learn about this Pirate club.
Let's talk offense, Mully, and it was good to see the Pirates put it together on a Sunday, and just about up and down. Everybody was hitting the ball and getting around the bases. Who stood out to you? Who has stood out to you offensively since last time we spoke last week?
Well, I think, and kind of keep going back to this young man, but what they've gotten from Matt Lashley. Not only a little bit unexpected, but has been as good as anybody on the team since he's gotten in the lineup, and then it's kind of been sprinkled up and down. Burris is Burris; he's going to do his thing. I think we've seen some signs of life and improvement from Kobe Wallace, kind of stringing together a pretty good weekend. So you got Alex Boucher back in the lineup with 2 hits in that DH spot on Sunday. So it kind of coming together. And listen, I know the detractors will say, yeah, they had success against a banged up, Coastal team, and there's a lot of truth to that. But they did exactly what they needed to do against that, banged up Coastal pitching staff. And as we're sitting there watching the game, if you just watch the stuff, coming out of the hand of the pitching staff for Coastal, still extremely good. Just the biggest thing is not being able to command the zone, and that's the differentiator for big time college Division I pitching. So. I think just top to bottom, it was a solid workman's effort. And, again, signs of life. I think if you go back to Friday and Saturday, too, Cliff, there's a pitch or two. There's a couple things that you can, kind of point your finger at. And if you think about Friday night's loss, the tying run scores on a ball that's blistered down to first base. Irby does a great job of knocking it down. It gets away from him a little bit. They're running with 2 outs and able to score 2 runs to tie the ball game up, which even brings the double play into order. The grand slam into order. So it's one of those things where, it's close, highly contested ball games. And, you heard Coach Godwin talk about the Sunday starter, the guy that East Carolina was able to chase in 3 day before yesterday was also the young man that had some success against Ole Miss. So, man, college baseball is just a funny deal, and it's a matter of who's playing hot at the right time.
Yeah, Mike Mullis all over it, and we'll be on the call on ESPN Plus. Obviously, the standout from the weekend, and unfortunately, it was spoiled a bit. But Gavin Van Kempen, Mully, and not a one-day wonder. He's done it pretty much in all his starts, maybe not to that degree with the strikeout total, but he has been awesome as a Saturday starter for this team.
Yeah, I got to listen to him talk a little bit, and he gives a lot of credit to the structure of the program, and this is a guy that has known success. He obviously started his collegiate career at West Virginia, and so no stranger to playing in raucous environments. And he'll tell you though a lot of his turning of the corner has come from the help he's gotten from both Agnos and AK over here on the pitching side, and then just the overall structure that is provided here at East Carolina by Coach Godwin. But yeah, he's been really, really good, man. And I know it's kind of interesting now. You start to hear the rumblings, and this is to be expected this time of the year. Do we see him go to the 1 spot, Norby go to the 2? I thought Norby really, still not the total outing that the standard that he had set last year. But, man, there were a lot of sequences, a lot of points of innings, even whole innings that he put together that lead you to believe that it's coming around and that he's kind of finding what he needs to get back to the guy that we expect.
Mully, I don't want to sound like a Norby apologist, so sometimes I feel that way, but I really did see a lot of bloops, and credit to Coastal for getting a bat on the ball, but it wasn't a lot of hard contact against him Friday night, so luck's a part of it, and you got to give credit again to the Chanticleers for getting a bat on the ball, but I thought I saw a lot of that Friday.
Yeah, especially early.
Yeah.
I remember correctly, their first hit was kind of an oppo flare right over the first base, right over Irby's head, and that kind of set the tone. And matter of fact, that was when again we were doing the live watch along there at Tiebreakers, and I made a comment to Coach Blake Carroll, who was right along. I said, "Yeah, do you ever have those moments in a game where you go, well, this is everything kind of seems to be working against us?" And he very wittily jumped right in on the inadvertent whistle and having a big punt come back that was otherwise a touchdown. So, yeah, that you're exactly right. It's there was some fluky things, but you got to roll with those. And again, you look at it in totality, the bounce back was good.
Yeah.
To get out of there, I mean, quite honestly, if you say, hey, East Carolina's going to go down there and win one, compete very strongly the entire weekend, do you take that going in? And, you're probably not satisfied with it, but it's not the hardest pill you've ever had to swallow.
Yeah, I'd like to put together a performance like that, not coming off a brutal loss or two. It seems like when the Pirates are backed up against the wall, that's when they play their best, at least so far this year. Mully, enjoyed my chat with Chris Finwood, head coach at Old Dominion. And, man, I didn't realize how long he's been around and winning games there at ODU. He's a VMI Hall of Fame player. Interesting, Mully. I talked to him yesterday, and he had 399, and I said, man, couldn't they give you one of those errors, call it a hit or something? And he said, yeah, I haven't sent the SID any Christmas presents. Sent that. You got to make a 399 guy, a 400 guy. Be easy.
Well, he obviously still remembers that. If that's part of his interview with you, that's something that maybe keeps him up at night.
But what kind of ball club do you expect to see East Carolina face coming up in less than an hour?
Offense. I think that's kind of when you look down the stat line, and even had a chance to watch them play a little bit against UConn this past weekend. They're going to swing the bats. They got 3 or 4 guys that are really good at the plate. One guy's are 24 RBIs already, and I think he's got 4 home runs already. So I mean, there's some numbers there that you fully expect they're going to score runs. I think on the other side of the ball, they're trying to desperately find some answers on the mound. The other thing that they're dealing with is some infield defensive challenges. So I mean, it's so funny. It kind of sounds like we're describing East Carolina to kind of start the season where you feel like it's going to be offensive enough, really struggling, especially on the left side of the infield, to find defense, and really not sure exactly what the pitching is going to look like in East Carolina situation just because of so many new guys. But 2 teams that are, basically identical records, got there very different ways as far as opponents. But I do believe that this Old Dominion team, I mean, they're a proud crowd. And last year, man, they went through a lot of adversity, played every game on the road, and they're back in their ballpark, but their ballpark's not quite ready. It's kind of like living in your house without the kitchen, So they're working through some things, Clipper, but I think they're going to be, I expect them to be game, come in and play hard. And I'll tell you, there'll be, in my opinion, an opportunity for a finite moment. It's the errors that have haunted them on the infield. If we see one of those errors early, it'll be really interesting to see if Old Dominion can bounce back or if it goes into the here we go again kind of syndrome that, again, we've experienced that as an East Carolina fan base.
Got ODU today, quick turnaround, William and Mary on Wednesday, and then back at it this weekend against Penn. So a very busy week for Pirate baseball. Mike Mullis going to be on the call, ESPN Plus today. How about this weekend, Mully? How many games you got?
Yeah, we got them all this weekend, and I'll kind of be kind of moving in up here for a little while.
Yeah.
8 out of next night at home, and I'm gonna tell you, Clip, it's a huge little stretch of the season where it's very conceivable. Obviously the Duke game is the sore thumb in there that stands out as a maybe a quote unquote higher leverage, but at least a more notable game. But this is a stretch that the Pirates could they could reel off 8 or 9 in a row and put themselves in a position to be in a big part of the conversation again. Just seeing what happens around them. The conference has been no joke. If you take a look at the standings. UAB's had some success. Obviously, UTSA's played well. Charlotte's kind of been up and down. So, I mean, it's a great opportunity to get your legs in. You kind of solidify who you are as a club before you get to conference play.
All right, Mully, got conference tournament basketball on the TV. ECU coming up in about 45 minutes or so. So it's a great sports day, great sports week. Appreciate you, Mully. We'll try to get you back in the studio soon.
Okay, buddy. I'll talk to you very soon.
All right, there is Mike Mullis joining us to kick off today's show. Stanford on a 13-2 run now, but the Cardinal have taken the lead over Pitt. Stanford trailing at halftime. They're now up 45-41 over the Panthers. They have outscored Pittsburgh 22-10 in the second half. Earlier today saw Arizona State beat Baylor. They were up big, ended up winning by 4 in the first round of the Big 12 tournament. So we've got action going on now in the other games as we speak. We got the women's tournament going on in the American. In overtime, Charlotte with the ball down 3, 10 seconds left to go against FAU. Going to have to put one up. 3 on the way from the right wing is no good. Rebound, FAU, and they are going to escape with a win over Charlotte in the first round of the AAC women's tournament. Utah-Cincinnati is the next Big 12 game and should be starting here soon. Syracuse-SMU coming up after Pitt and Stanford. On the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. Go watch the college basketball action at the Buck. All right, Buck. Let's check in with the Chili Water. Son of a gun. Let's check in with the chat gang.
Bang, bang.
Did I say Shirley and Avery are here? Hey, Shirley. Hey, Avery. Avery, what is your schedule? How are you here? Do you go to school? Did you drop out?
On Tuesdays, they only have a first period.
Jeez.
Must be nice.
That's, are you like a whiz kid or something, or is that just how it goes?
I got all college classes right now.
That's awesome, man.
So 2 of them are online.
See, I wish we could have had that when I was in high school.
Yeah. Like, Lily doesn't go to school until like 10:30 because she does some Pitt classes online before that. So I'm confused about it all.
So am I.
Yeah. It's not the high school schedule we had, Shirley. I know that much. All right. Let's see. Jerry says hello. Says we are the Pirate Radio live chat game. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Let's go Pirates. Lane said the Pirates better win today. 5-0 week. Got to win 4. 5 will be better. 4 will get the job done. I'm 5 or bust. I think you need to win 5 this week. And the wins wouldn't be that impressive, you know what I'm saying? But like the losses would be magnified because of who you're playing and where you're playing them. You are playing on the road tomorrow, but ODU, Penn, 4 games at home, got to win those. And then you go on the road, William and Mary on Wednesday. So like Mully said, it's an opportunity now to start to pile up some wins if you're ECU. Kenny says, go Pirates.
Kenny, calm down.
What's up, Kenny? And that is that. If you want to chime in with a question, comment, concern, or otherwise, you can. Check us out on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Like and subscribe. We always have a lot of goodies for you on YouTube, including an interview with Kim McNeill from earlier today. My chat with David Glenn yesterday. We got Old Dominion baseball coach. If you want to do some last-minute scouting, Chris Finwood, that is available. And also our ECU postgame from basketball, baseball, all there for you, Pirate Radio TV. Another interview we'll get to later on today. Charlie Mercer talked to Ellerby about the upcoming Pirate 10-miler event. And I don't know. Maybe we'll send Avery out there to represent us.
I was going to say send Zach. He's got the shorts
Zach,
for it.
He is a runner, I believe. Yeah.
That's why he wears those little shorts.
He's on the club cross-country team.
Oh, really?
Right? Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I knew he did cross-country. I just didn't realize it was the club team.
He didn't have the makings of a varsity athlete.
Oh. His legs were too skinny?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Avery, you any distance running?
I just started getting into running.
Okay.
Just like around the neighborhood.
All right. Well, we'll do a 10-miler and see how you do.
How do you get into running?
You walk outside and run.
Because, I'm not a runner. I am a sprinter. That's how I look at it. When I play softball, I'm a sprinter. I don't run for distance, but I'm thinking to myself, unless you're being chased by somebody or something, why?
I just got some friends that do it, so I just started getting into it, just like exercise.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
All right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
You got to picture somebody chasing you when you're in these events. You got to have the haters, Shirley. The imaginary haters are right behind you, and you're running away from them.
Oh, okay.
It's a mental game at that point.
Well, I'm thinking my haters can only last like half a block.
I'm not a runner. I'm more of a coach. I coach elite runners.
Okay. All right.
What if you had a fat running coach? You show up to your events.
Y'all want to put some ranch on it.
And I've got a foot-long sub, a 2-liter Diet Mountain Dew, and
Superstitious bears.
And I'm telling you guys how to run. That's what I want to do. Terry says false.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
He also asked, do you think Cliff is enjoying the sun today?
Nope. I don't care about the weather. I can't control the weather. Don't want to talk about the weather.
It's a nice day. He says, where's Chon Mom? Probably getting ready for the game, I would imagine.
Come on, John.
Come on, John. Let's take a break. We'll come back. When we return, we'll talk some Pirate baseball with Double B, Brian Bailey. Going to join us a little earlier on the show today because he is headed out to Clark LeClaire Stadium. Got that when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Wall-to-wall basketball. Exciting time of the year. We're going to be watching that throughout the show and Pirate baseball as well. Back with you after this.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiden-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Hi, this is Brian Meador from East Carolina Athletics. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for quality roofing you can trust? Call the Boone Group Roofing, proudly serving all of Eastern North Carolina. Owned and operated by Toot Boone, they offer no money down and back their work with a 5-year workmanship warranty. Find them on Facebook and Instagram to see their latest projects and satisfied customers. When it comes to your roof, don't settle. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game. Call Toot today at 714-0021. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, the Boone Group Roofing. Welcome back into the program here on a Tuesday. Kim McNeill going to join us on the show. ECU women's basketball team heading all the way to the semis. Men's team not a part of the American tournament this year, unfortunately. Right now, Stanford leading Pitt in game 1 of the ACC tournament in Charlotte. 50-49, 9:14 left to go in the game on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by The Buck. We will talk some hoops now. We'll talk some baseball now with Brian Bailey, who joins us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. BB, how you doing, man?
What's going on? Anything good? Ready for some basketball?
I am, man. I'm excited. Been watching the conference tournament starting last week. Watched a lot this weekend. Watched, after I got home from trivia last night, Herb Sendek and Santa Clara, and they took down St. Mary's late night, early morning. So that means it'll be Santa Clara Gonzaga for the for the West Coast Conference tournament, and maybe Herb Sendek already back in the tournament with that win over St. Mary's last night. And that is a name, we were talking about that at trivia last night, Bailey, we haven't heard from in a while.
Yeah, that's a name from the past, isn't it? That'd be cool to see him back in the tournament, though. That'd be good.
Yeah, and they might make it as an at-large. Will definitely make it. Take a beat Gonzaga tonight. Right now, you know, action going on in Charlotte, Bailey. Pitt Stanford got things rolling. I know Zach Kaplan told us last night he'd be in Charlotte on Thursday, so we'll talk to him live on the show. But what's your NCT's plan for covering the tournament?
He's actually going to go up on Wednesday and have coverage on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, Ken Watlington and myself will be up there with him. And then we've got high school games in Winston-Salem on Thursday and Friday. So we're going to be going back and forth between Winston-Salem and Charlotte for some of that action. But it should be, I mean, it's fun to get on the road and do some things. And especially the way technology is now, you can be live anywhere and everywhere. And it's really easy. So we're looking forward to being in Charlotte and being in Winston-Salem. Pamlico's girls play Thursday at 5, and Kinston's guys play on Friday at 5. So 2 teams from our area.
And, you know, these conference tournaments, the ACC tournament, certainly not what it was. I remember, you know, I went to one of them, Bailey, in 1998. And even then, there were older folks that were probably saying, hey, this isn't as good as it once was. So that's just the way it is. Real quick trivia question for you, Bailey.
All right.
I think you'll know this name. I don't know if it'll come to you, though. That 1998 ACC tournament I went to, it was, I guess, the second day. This player left the game late for Georgia Tech and got a standing ovation from the Greensboro Coliseum crowd for the career he had. as a senior. I think he went on to play for the Jazz in the NBA a little bit, but do you remember this Caucasian Georgia Tech player that was good?
My years run the.
I know, yeah.
Price?
Nah, see, it was after Price. Matt Harpring. Do you remember that name?
I do remember the name, yeah, now that you say that.
I just thought it was kind of neat that, like, you had the, fans from different teams giving him an ovation, I guess, just for being a 4-year guy and the career he had at Georgia Tech. But that was a fun tournament. Carolina beat Duke and had some great games along the way. And I don't know, Bailey, do you have a favorite tournament you've covered for the ACC?
I forget the year, but it's the year that Tony Bennett, I think, won his first ACC tournament. That was a lot of fun for me. The unfortunate thing was that my grandmother passed away right before the tournament. After the tournament was over, I was going to West Virginia for the funeral, and I was going to leave early. And then I was thinking, I said, man, my grandmother would want me to stay here. So that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I did. But that was a favorite. But you think about, the old folks and how they think about the ACC tournament. Back in the day when they first developed the ACC tournament, only the ACC tournament champion went to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
So the ACC regular season champion didn't mean anything. It's the tournament champion that got to go to the NCAA tournament. Then they kind of changed that a little bit. I didn't mind so much tweaking that because a lot of years, you had teams that really deserved to be in the tournament. They had to sit at home or go to the NIT. But they've watered down the ACC so badly now that it's just, there's nobody at the Spectrum Center today for those games really, and it's just hard to get fired up really for what's happening early in the tournament. Now it'll get some juice as long as Carolina stays in the tournament. It'll have a lot of juice. Once Carolina gets eliminated, that really deflates the entire tournament, and that's just fact, especially if it's in Greensboro or Charlotte.
Saw this today, Bailey. Do you know what team has the longest active winning streak in the ACC tournament?
The longest active winning streak in the ACC? It's got to be Duke, doesn't it?
No, it would be NC State because they didn't go to it last year.
That's right.
I saw that today, and I was like, well, this is wrong. And I did a double take and said, well, yeah, I guess it makes sense. They won all them games 2 years ago and didn't go last year.
Did you hear at noon we had my show how many years there wasn't a North Carolina team in the ACC?
That was a great stat. I put that in the memory bank for trivia, Bailey. And I was trying to think of the games, and yeah, I couldn't. But you had one in the early 90s, right, and then one a few years ago?
Yeah, 1990 was Georgia Tech and Virginia, and 2019, I think it was Georgia Tech and Florida State.
Yeah, you said that. I don't remember that game at all. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I don't remember it either.
Unfortunately, I remember Florida State winning. Well, I don't know if they won the tournament, but Bailey, you were at the ACC tournament, right, when the COVID stuff was going down?
Yep, I sure was. We were just talking about that, sitting there waiting for the noon game to start, and I think it was Clemson that was out on the floor warming up, and Florida State didn't come out. And I was thinking, like, what's going on? Clemson's out there warming up, ready to go, and Florida State hadn't even come out yet. And then the commissioner came out and got the microphone, and I said, oh, this is not good. And they brought the Florida State team out then and had the trophy and everything and presented it to them. And that was a sad day in this man's life, I can tell you that.
Yeah, man. And I think we were on the press box maybe? I'm pretty sure we were talking to you while that was going on.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, around that time. But that was a super depressing week. I remember, so we had trivia Wednesday night at AJ's, and I remember there was a Pac-12 game on, and I even said, like, hey, y'all better enjoy this. This might be it. This might be the last game that we see, because things were starting to happen. The NBA canceled everything that Wednesday night, I remember. So, but hey, here we are now with 1 million games on. So let's be happy. Let's be thankful. It was weird. Shirley was watching highlights from the American women's tournament. Kind of crazy, Bailey. We got to wait all the way to Friday to see the Pirates play. But, hey, they earned it. They earned the bye to the semifinals with what they did in the regular season.
They really did. And talking to Coach today on the phone, and Kim McNeill, just what a, just for an effort that they put out. And I was trying to word the question correctly because I knew that she thought there's a couple more games they should have had, which they should have. I mean, they got upset twice in games that they should have rolled in. And I kind of parlayed it into, it's like a golfer who has a great score but thinks back and says how many shots they actually left on the course. But she got that team together with all those new players and got them, playing together, and they really had a nice season, and they're 2 wins away from a berth in the NCAA tournament. And it's going to be difficult, obviously, because I asked her, do you worry about rust, or do you like the fact that you're looking fresh? Because they're going to be fresh.
Rest versus rust. We'll see how they come out Friday. They'll definitely be fresh. And as you were asking her about the games that got away from an upset standpoint, I was in producing your show yelling, the Rice game got away. And I actually brought that one up to her when I interview. You'll hear that coming up later on in the show. But they led that game, Bailey, for 39 minutes and 40 seconds just about, and lost it at the end. And so we talked about that one. She knows her team belongs and is one of the best in the league. So, man, just 2 wins away from the big dance.
Yeah, there you go. And she's been there before. That's going to, I think, make a difference as well. And a lot of people respect her around the country. So that's a big opportunity for the Pirates to maybe get into that tournament.
Bailey joining us on the phone today because he will be out at Clark LeClaire coming up for ECU baseball. Bailey, Pirates coming off. Every time I'm ready to say, all right, man, this is a pretty good team, but they just don't got it. They come out and get like 15 hits and hit the ball all over the place. They did it against North Carolina in Game 2. They did it against Coastal in Game 3. And no moral victories and all that. But the first 2 games of the Coastal series were pretty good ball games. Games Pirates could have won.
Yeah, and they were, and I think that's what we're looking at with this team. They've got the talent. I think they just got to put everything together, and it may be a year like they had last year, where they struggle, throughout the regular season, and they get hot in the tournament. Because I don't think anybody, if you had the tournament tomorrow, I don't think anybody in the American would really want to play East Carolina, with the exception maybe of UTSA. But I think they have got a really talented bunch, and I think there's a lot of baseball still to be played. And they've got a really good chance to put a nice record together, nice resume together. When you look at hosting and all that other stuff, we were so spoiled those years to get a chance to do all of that, and that may be out of the question now. Obviously, with the losses they've had to. I guess only 1 to North Carolina, 2 to Coastal. Those are the big games. Yeah, they really show a lot for your resume.
And now you just feel like you really need a 5-0 week here with the competition you're playing, and that's a tough ask. A lot can happen. You're running into good pitchers here and there, but really need a big week this week.
Yeah, really do. And they play today, and they go to William and Mary tomorrow, and then come back home for the weekend. So. A lot of baseball still left.
Yeah, softball coming off a great weekend, winning the series over Wichita State's Shane Winkler, and his girls off to a really good start this year, Bailey, so keeping an eye on that. What else are you keeping an eye on in the world of sports?
Just this week, just trying to comprehend all the basketball, just trying to wrestle it all in. Yeah. Going on the road's a little different because, once you get out there, you can't look around and say, whoops, we left that court at home. Because that'll kill you as you get ready to set things up and everything. So just getting Zach out and about and being out in Charlotte and Winston-Salem going back and forth, it's going to be a challenge. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to bringing the coverage. And these kids work so hard on the high school ranks. If they play for a state championship, they deserve to be covered. And my concern was with all these classifications, we have trouble. But at least in basketball, and you hate to see it because you hate to see the Farmvilles of the world not making it and teams like that. But we only ended up with 2 in the state championship. We had a couple of fringe teams that that were on our fringe area, but for the main 2, Pamlico's girls and Kinston's boys. So we hope they do well in the state finals.
Bailey, it's basketball is at a fever pitch. We got our baseball fans out there. Jared's walking around with his chest poked out because the Raiders are dominating free agency, and.
Sometimes in life, the gods smile upon you, my friends.
Jared's winning an off-season championship. Have the Cowboys done anything, Jared?
Yeah, they're keeping up.
What?
They traded for Rashawn Gary. That's a big addition on the defensive line.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so, too. They've done okay. I think they're still 1 or 2 away, and obviously what they do in the draft is going to be big because you can't miss on picks 12 and 20. They're going to have to go defense in both those picks and just hope they end up with two studs. But they don't have the Lombardi trophy.
Oh, boy.
Lamar's now, do they?
Here we go. You are correct, sir.
I've just been trying to, not be so excited, but I'm eating lunch, and we found somebody to, trade picks for Geno Smith, and I'm about to throw a parade.
Yeah, you must be living right if that's the case. All right, BB, enjoy the baseball, enjoy the basketball, and we'll talk to you later, man.
Sounds good. All right, take care.
Brian Bailey joining us today on Pirate Radio Live on the Turner Home Team Live Line. All right, we've got basketball tournaments going on. We've got a story where a team is being held for ransom. I'll tell you this when we return. The WAC, the Western Athletic Conference, threatening a basketball tournament ban to a certain school if they don't pay $1 million by 5 p.m. This is like out of a movie.
$1 million.
I'm just seeing this story. I'll read it, and we'll talk about it when we return. Also, an ECU baseball lineup. We're back with you, Pirate Radio Live, on a Tuesday.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar Medi-Spa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
Attention Pirates and runners, be sure to join the fun Saturday, March 28th for the Pirate 10-miler, 4-miler, or Double Down Challenge. The road race starts and finishes at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium and runs through the best of Greenville. Get in on all the action and reserve your spot at the starting line today. Sign up now at pirate10miler.com. Use the code Pirate Radio to save 15% off your race registration. That's pirate10miler.com, special code Pirate Radio. See you there, March 28th.
Downtown Greenville, are you ready to get lucky? Lucky Tunes is back at Fish Street Hardware on Saturday, March 14th from 4 to 11 p.m., bringing nonstop live music all day long. Ryan Joyner, Tristan Kite, Brooke Adamski, Tanner Oakley, Eric Dunlow, and the Back Row Backsliders closing out the night. Green beer, Irish food specials, giveaways, a full St. Patrick's cocktail menu, no cover, just big energy and wall-to-wall music. Lucky Tunes at Fish Street Hardware, where Greenville gathers.
In Beaufort County, success is built together. The Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce connects leaders, supports local businesses, and helps our community thrive. From networking to community events, the Chamber is building a stronger Beaufort County every day. Get involved, grow your network, and help shape the future of beautiful Washington.
For more information on the Washington Beaufort County Chamber of Commerce, including future events and membership, visit wbcchamber.com.
March Madness, everybody. Can you feel it?
Pirate Radio March Madness is back. Listen to Pirate Radio Live from 3 to 6 p.m. this week for your chance to be one of the 64 lucky winners of a free lunch combo courtesy of Cucinella's in Greenville. If your team makes a tournament run, you could win an additional $50 to $100 gift card from Cucinella's. Listen to win. Thanks to Cucinella's with locations midtown across from Best Buy and downtown across from Sup Dogs and online at Facebook and Instagram. Pirate Radio, your station for winners and your home for March.
This is Isaiah Winstead. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for a great meal in the heart of downtown Greenville? Come on down to 5th Street Hardware and Tap Room. Whether you're craving a juicy burger, a fresh seafood basket, or a tasty sandwich or wrap, they've got something for everyone. You can grab a bite with friends, relax on the patio, and enjoy the cozy, welcoming atmosphere. Check out the repair shop, too. Lots of old school games there. The next time you're in downtown Greenville, make it a point to visit 5th Street Hardware. Great food, great company. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, Courtney from 5th Street will join us for a moment on tomorrow's show. All right, we are inside of 2 minutes in Charlotte. Stanford trailing Pitt by 1. Stanford with the ball. 9 seconds left to go on this possession. And they will score to take a 1-point lead over the Pitt Panthers. Of course, Shirley, the Pitt Panthers are coached by?
Is this men's or women's?
Men's.
Pitt Panthers.
He is a former Duke guard. His brother went to Carolina. He is also on the coaching staff.
Oh, oh my gosh. It's not Langdon, is it?
It's not
Trajan Langdon.
It's not Trajan Langdon. It's pretty close to that era. It is Jeff Capel.
Jeff Capel.
The head
That's
coach.
who I was
His
thinking
brother
of, yeah.
Jason.
My first thought was Quinn Snyder, but
he's in the NBA.
He's in the NBA, and Wojo's not coaching anymore, is he?
I don't know where Wojo is.
I know at one point he was at Marquette, but that's been a while ago, so I don't think he's still there.
Chris Collins, is he still in Northwestern?
At one point, Greg Paulus was the coach over somewhere. I want to say Syracuse, but I think he went to Syracuse to play football after he left Duke.
All right, you mentioned... Oh, well, he's not there anymore. Quinn Snyder coached the Jazz, I believe, but right now Steve Wojciechowski is an assistant coach with the Utah Jazz.
Oh, how about that? Okay.
Little Dookie, where are they now? All right, this is a fun story. We've got a ransom situation going on in basketball. The Western Athletic Conference has threatened to bar Utah Valley from this week's men's and women's basketball tournaments in Las Vegas if the program doesn't pay a court-ordered $1 million exit fee for leaving the conference. The WAC has placed a deadline of 5 p.m. Mountain Time for Utah Valley University to comply. The WAC sued Utah Valley in early February to recoup the $1 million conference exit fee. The Wolverines opted to join the Big West Conference later this year. The men's team is the number 1 seed in the tournament. They're supposed to play Thursday evening. The women are the 4 seed, and they are supposed to play Thursday at noon in the quarterfinals. So we have an old standoff here. I want to see. I mean, I guess if they're saying they're going to do that, would they go through with this? Would they actually ban the? Well, I think I have the answer to that because the league put out a statement, and let me read it. The statement makes a little more sense now. The court ordered blah, 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 blah. The conference will release new brackets if the university does not comply with the court's directive within the order by 5 p.m. The conference regrets that the intentional actions of Utah Valley have caused uncertainty and harm for institutions, student athletes, coaches, staff, and fans across the WAC. So.
Okay, so their tournament has not started, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're saying don't come to the tournament unless you got your meal in hand.
We need a meal. You need to meet us behind a building with a briefcase filled with $1 million.
In $20 bills.
It costs $1 million for you to compete in this conference basketball tournament. Jamie said I am on the WAC side here. So, if you got an agreement to pay
absolutely
the exit fee. Utah Valley said, no, I think we're good. We're not going to pay, and we're just going to play.
Well, that's the thing. If you're not going to pay, and especially if it's court ordered, then how can you take the court? I mean, that's going to be an embarrassing thing on both sides, really, if that takes place.
Keep an eye out on this for the next couple hours while we're here. So 5 p.m. Mountain Time would be 7 o'clock here, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That is right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. 5 o'clock Mountain Time. Yeah.
So this is what I'm doing the rest of the day. I'm following this story to see if they pay or not. Pitt has the ball with 34 seconds left, and they lead by 2, and they're going to go to the free throw line. Game will be extended. So Pitt in a possible situation here to advance and maybe knock Stanford out on the wrong side of the bubble here. 62-60, that score on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck. You may have heard our ad there during the break. Our March Madness promotion, Cucinella's, is back for another year. So we're going to have 64 winners of Cucinella's gift cards. We will give you a seed in the NCAA tournament. We'll find out what team you have on Sunday. We're going to do one region Thursday on the show, one Friday, and then we'll go Monday and Tuesday as well. And we'll have all 4 regions filled out with a seed and your name, and we'll find out what team you have. If your team makes it to the Final Four, you win even more. If your team wins the championship, even more. So you will be tied to a team. We'll do it via phone. We'll do it via chat gang. We'll probably do some online. But we're going to have 64 winners coming up here Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. And you will have a rooting interest in the NCAA tournament.
I'm looking forward to it. This is always a fun time of the year anyway, but then you throw in, some free food, and that's always an extra motivating factor, at least for me anyway. I don't know about anybody else, but
I have had Cucinella's yesterday. I had the Aloha, which is the old, I know it's controversial, but the pineapple on the pizza.
I don't understand why people find that so controversial because it tastes fine.
It's good. And,
it's good.
Bacon and ham as well. And then I got the one, and is it the house pie? I don't want to say the wrong thing and steer you astray, but the one with the meatballs on the pizza is really good.
Okay.
I had a slice of that as well yesterday.
I'm not a fan of the meatballs, but I will tell you what I am a fan of. And if you know Cucinella's, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the gelatos. Those things are the Italian ice is just unbelievable. I highly, highly recommend it. And now that it's getting warmer, that gives us another excuse to go order some.
It's Italian ice season, folks. So go find it at Cucinella's. Let's see if I can get a baseball lineup.
It's up.
I'm going to say it's going to be similar to Sunday since the Pirates hit the ball very well. And it will be Braden Burris leading off, playing second base. Matt Lashley in that 2-hole. Grady Linehan will hit third. Austin Irby at cleanup. Jack, or as they were calling him on ESPN Plus, Jackson Herring, will be in right field hitting fifth. Alex Boucher will stay in the DH spot. Had a couple of hits on Sunday. Jeff Sabater getting another start. He will be in left hitting seventh. Colby Wallace, eighth at third, and Walker Barron catching. So as I assumed, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that is the theory for Cliff Godwin, who will go with the same lineup on tonight's game as he did in the win over Coastal on Sunday. We've got an and one opportunity for Stanford. Pitt missed the free throw. Stanford comes down, gets a layup and a foul. And a little mini March Madness, man. We've already seen some great upsets and buzzer beaters in the tournaments. In fact, Shirley, this was not a buzzer beater because this was hit with 0.3 seconds. I was watching this when it happened, but I think Jarrett found this has got to be student radio because these kids look like
they were 12 years old.
They're like little Brooks Hills from 4 years ago calling the game. But this is the shot Hofstra hit in overtime with 0.3 seconds left.
Edmead, 5 on the clock. Rotates onto the right wing, 3 to shoot. Edmead, crossover, steps into a 3. Banks it in! And the Pride take the lead with 0.3 to go. Onions, the freshman, has done it again for the blue and gold.
I don't know how I feel about that. I love the passion, I'm sure, and that kid was fired up. Good for him. He's using Onions as a tribute to Bill Raftery, so I guess I'll allow it. But
I have a tough time with it just because nobody delivers it the way Bill Raftery does it.
Yeah, and also the Onions is for having the gusto to take the shot and make the shot. That was a bank. That was luck. That was not. I don't know if that's Onions worthy. I think the Onions. He didn't mean to bank it in like that. I don't know.
I
Who am I to criticize?
Well, I mean, it's not this one.
Megan Zulu! The Crystal Smith! Shot goes in! It goes in!
Are you kidding me?
Marble Central wins! Marble Central wins!
Now, I started cosplaying as Dick Vitale, and I didn't even mean to. So maybe this kid didn't mean to go Onions.
Maybe not.
Somehow I got like a Yankee accent and was asking if you were kidding me. Because just like Shirley, I kind of lost it for a minute on the Megan Zulu. Crystal Smith, shot goes in.
Shot goes in!
Shot goes in.
A freshman!
A freshman.
Yeah, he says freshman way too easy. Like,
the freshman!
No, you got to stretch that word out.
No.
The freshman!
Freshman. I think you put a Y in there somewhere. All right, we need to take a break. Pitt needs a bucket for 3. No good. Rebound. Pitt fumbling around. We got 11 seconds left to go. Ball at half court. Pitt's got it. 8, 7. Clock ticking down. Stanford by 1. Shot in the lane. No good. Rebound. Good. With 0.4 seconds left.
Onions!
Pitt takes the lead with 0.4 seconds left on a putback. And the Panthers less than a second away from advancing to Wednesday, where I believe they would play NC State. We'll take a break. Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live, coming up when we return after these words. Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry. Dentistry.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
The 9th annual NC Pirate Classic is back, coming Saturday, April 4th. Presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate. Youth hunters from all over the state are headed east, and the top scoring birds will win great prizes. Weigh-in will be held at Davenport Farms on Highway 264 in Greenville. Brought to you by Sam Jones Barbecue, the Dixie Deer Classic, Grady White Boats, Greenville Marine and Outdoor Shop, Mountain Dew, Country Mart, Moultrie Cameras, Carolina Ice, Simply Natural Creamery, Fox Brothers Construction, BAM Pest Control, Doug Henry of Farmville, American Threads, Corey Kennedy State Farm, and the Robinson Law Firm. Registration is now open for all youth turkey hunters at ncpirateclassic.com. We'll see you there.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
After years in the making, the new Papa John's Pan Pizza recipe is ready. Introducing a new pan pizza with edge-to-edge cheese and toppings, a crispy garlic parmesan crust, and 6 cheeses. It's the perfect balance of a soft, fluffy interior dough and a crispy crust. You'll agree this pan pizza was worth the wait. Order the new pan pizza today from your local Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right. Let's see what they're reviewing here. Looks like ball was deflected out of bounds. I don't know if they're looking at the foul or not. Like a flop by Stanford, but Pitt up by 1, 0.4 seconds to go in the ACC tournament. We got ECU baseball getting underway. We'll keep you up to date with that. A lot going on. Fun time of the sports year with conference tournaments, baseball, everything happening. World Baseball Classic as well. And NFL free agency. If we have time today, we'll dive into things that have happened here on day 2 of free agency. But is Kim McNeill ready to go? All right, let's hear from the head women's basketball coach at East Carolina. Kim McNeill talked to her earlier today before the team gets out of town and gets ready to try to cut down the nets at the women's conference basketball tournament in the American. Here's my chat with Coach McNeill. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, head coach of the ECU women's basketball Pirates, Kim McNeill, getting ready for the American tournament. Coach, we appreciate your time. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing great, and looking forward to watching you play. We're going to have to wait a little while, but we'll see in the semifinals of the American tournament, and we'll talk about that. Just kind of let's talk about the season leading up to this point, and we've had you on a few times and talked about the ups and downs, way more ups than downs. But how do you feel as you wrap up the regular season about your team?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel really good about what we were able to accomplish this season. I think there were a lot of unknowns, with us losing so many kids to the portal and then having so many new kids on this roster. I've said it so many times before. I knew it was going to take some time. Whenever you add 10 new players to a roster of 13, it's going to take time to develop chemistry, amongst each other and just them amongst me, learning me and trusting the system. So I'm really proud of what we were able to accomplish thus far this season.
You proved to be one of the best teams in the American, right up there with Rice. I was at that Rice game in Minges, and a great 39 minutes and 40 seconds of basketball. You guys led the entire way. And it's not like they're an unbeatable team. We've seen that. So I don't want this to sound like a moral victory, but you definitely left that thinking, all right, we belong on the court with them. We should have beat them almost, right? So, coming out of that game, how did you feel about where your team sat in the league?
I would definitely agree with you, Clip. I think that we come out of that thinking, hey, let's replay that last minute of the game. I think the thing that was so hard for me to swallow is that, we had a chance to finish that game out on who we are, our identity, and that's defense. We needed to get one stop, and, we would be in a different situation right now, and we weren't able to pull it out, lack of communication. But, in every situation, there's a learning opportunity, and I think we learned from that. We came back, we watched it, we discussed the things that we could have and should have done differently in order to get a different outcome. And so hopefully all of those things that we've experienced will help us come Friday and Saturday.
Kim McNeill joining us, Pirates in the semis, awaiting their opponent. And, Coach, what can you take from your run in the conference tournament a few years ago into postseason play? Is it different because you had to win a bunch of games in a bunch of days for that one? This one's a little different, but just that postseason experience, what can you take into it?
Yeah, the prep is a little bit different. Obviously we're going into this thing not knowing who we're going to play, until Thursday. So I've kind of taken, one team at a time, that's on our side of the bracket, just watching them, going back and watching when we played them the first time and trying to get in, a more recent game. But, it's good to have some days off. This will be just our second game in 2 weeks because we had our bye week last week. So we're able to get some kids back healthy, and get some mental rest too. This is a long season. Basketball plays for a really, really long time. And sometimes at this point, if you're not used to being here, which we have a lot of freshmen on the team, it can get mentally draining, so you got to find a way to keep them excited and keep them going. And so we took some days off, to keep them going. But, I would say, with this group going into the championship run, 3 years ago, it was a team that hadn't even won a game in the conference tournament. So kind of similar, with a lot of kids on this team not experiencing a lot of winning and a lot of winning in a conference tournament. So, it's about belief, it's about trust, it's about buy-in, it's about everybody taking their game up just one notch, doing a little bit more, whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 10 minutes, just come out and doing the little things that will help us be successful this weekend.
Kim McNeill joining us, the old rest versus rust debate, and it sounds like you're very cognizant of that and trying to avoid that. So when will you get to the tournament?
So we're going to leave in the morning. So we obviously played at Tulsa on Saturday. We took Sunday off. We practiced yesterday and kind of took it back to like a summertime practice because, we don't know who we're playing. So I kind of took away, some things from some of the teams that I felt like we would have a chance to play on Friday. And, we worked on different things defensively, trying to, fine tune some things offensively, did some scrimmaging, getting up and down. But still at this point of the year, you don't want to be out there for a long time, so we were about an hour and 15 minutes. Took today off. we'll travel in the morning. We'll leave around 10, get down there. The coaches will go and watch, the set of games tomorrow. We'll practice about 3:30 tomorrow, and then we'll watch the game on Thursday to see who we play, and then immediately after that, go practice and get ready to play on Friday.
There we go. Kim McNeill, the plan is set for East Carolina as they get ready for the American tournament. You'll have time to celebrate this season afterwards, Coach, but how about Kennedy Fauntleroy and what she was able to do? We talked about her during the year, and good to see her, receive the accolades she did yesterday.
I don't know if there has been a ECU women's basketball player that came away as decorated as she's coming away from this season. Five awards. That's a lot. And I would be lying if I told you I wasn't a little disappointed that she didn't get Player of the Year. But I knew it would be close. And what you got to give Rice their credit. They had an unbelievable season. To just drop that final last game, and Flores is a good player as well. But I'm always biased with my players. And then I was a little upset, that Anjanae Hutton didn't make a team. I thought she deserved to get something with, the way she finished out the last 7 or 8 games with how many double-doubles she got. So, but at the end of the day, it's about winning. And that's where they are right now. Both of those young women, they'd rather win a championship. And that's their mindset. They want to go in this weekend and win a championship.
Kim McNeill joining us. Kim, I'm a sports junkie. I mean, I watch it all. I love the hoops, but every now and then I'll turn on Survivor or Traders or something to get away from it. So are you watching, like at home, college basketball, men's, women's? Do you have a show? What are you doing when you're not coaching the team?
Listen, I know people are going to think I'm nuts, but I stay up to at least 12 o'clock at night watching film, watching games. I'll have my TV on, and I got my computer on. Normally the TV's on some form of an ESPN Plus. I watched the men play a lot this year. Was definitely rooting for Coach Swartz and his team. And then I've got my computer going on with some type of game film from us. And then at about 12 o'clock, I turn it off, and I'm like, I want to be normal. So I find something on Netflix or Hulu or something to watch till about 1:30, and then I fall asleep, and I get up the next morning and do it all over again.
All right, Kim McNeill is normal for 1 hour out of the day, folks.
1 hour.
Coach, we talked about Kennedy, and then you mentioned, I think, Ajane as well, but how about some of the other players that helped you get here? Who will you be counting on to try to make a little run here in this tournament?
Obviously we didn't talk about Kiana Rembrandt making third team, so 2 years back to back, her making, an all conference team. Super proud of her, and grateful for what she was able to come in here and do for us, for this one season. But I'll be honest with you, Clip, our bench is going to be key. Our 2 freshmen coming off the bench, Taylor Barner, Olivia Hilliard, I thought they played really well against Tulsa. They came in and gave us some good minutes off the bench and allowed, some of the, Kennedy to sit a little bit, not because she was in any trouble, but because sometimes it's good to just keep her off the floor, the same way with the post. So if they can come in and give us some good, strong minutes like they did against Tulsa, that just makes us deeper, that just makes us fresher, and that just allows us, to be able to have more threats on the floor. So our 4 kids coming off the bench are going to be key this weekend.
All right, Pirates coming up Friday. They earned the spot in the semifinals because of what they did during the regular season. So, Coach, we wish you the best of luck. Really hope you're cutting the nets down this weekend. That would be awesome. And we'll have another watch party and a selection show watch party celebration. So that could be coming up, but you got to get a couple wins first. Thank you for joining us today, and best of luck to you.
No problem. Thank you, and go Pirates.
the focus is that semifinal game before they get to the championship, which will likely be Rice. Rice lost to UTSA in their final game, which I don't like.
Wait, this, of the regular season?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not realize that.
They lost their last game. The streak has ended.
I
hope.
I think they rested their players on that one.
I hope that they continue the losing streak rather than starting another winning streak, because that I don't know. Sometimes you hear like you need a loss or something to get you back focused. That could be one of those for Rice there.
Yeah, or it could be a situation like the NBA does when you get ready for the playoffs. You rest your players beforehand.
I
don't know if that's the case or not.
With the whole
doubt
week
it.
of rest coming up.
Yeah, I doubt it, but it's always a possibility. But my thought process is this team, especially talking to Ajane Hutton after the Rice game, Ajane was just devastated, and I think that this team, I'm not saying that they're looking past whoever they're going to have to face on Friday night, but I think that they know they've got to get business taken care of Friday night before they can face potentially Rice later on in the weekend in the in the championship game. But I think that is, if they make it to the championship game, that's going to be a fun one to watch, because I really feel like you're going to see as close to, if not the best team that Kim McNeill will put on the floor.
I'll update what's going on in men's basketball, and can you get a score from earlier? Oh, I remember it was FAU defeating Charlotte, right?
Yes, in overtime.
The first game. First game of the American women's tournament. On the men's side of things, just had Pittsburgh knocking off Stanford. We talked to David Glenn yesterday about who these early days of the ACC tournament were important for. Stanford, Cal were on the list.
Virginia
NC
Tech.
State, the Hokies on the list. Those are teams that needed to win a game. SMU, Max said he thinks they're in, but they also could be on that list. I think they play next. But Stanford did not hold up their end of the bargain today. They were beat 64-63 by the Pittsburgh Panthers. In other action, Arizona State, as Shirley, you mentioned you read a report where Bobby Hurley's days are numbered. He survives one more day because they beat Baylor 83-79 in round one of the Big 12 tournament. And in the SWAC, by the way, shout out Coach Ivory, but our Mississippi State Valley State Delta Devils did not win last night.
They lost to, did they lose to Hofstra or
no,
Grambling?
Yeah,
Grambling.
I think it was Grambling State.
It was.
Prairie View knocking off Alcorn State today, 65-56 in the second round of the SWAC conference tournament. Games going on right now. Game singular. It's just Cincinnati with a 9-point lead over Utah at the half. You got Syracuse SMU coming up next in the ACC tournament. Maryland and Oregon tipping off at 5 o'clock. So we'll keep an eye on those games. Championship games going on tonight. Monmouth and Hofstra. Probably not the CAA final we were thinking, but Hofstra is the favorite to win the CAA. Other championship games, the Northeast Conference tournament. This one's interesting because Long Island is going to the NCAA tournament, but they have to play in their championship game tonight. They're playing the game against the team that is ineligible to make the tournament, Mercyhurst. So Long Island has already punched their ticket, and they'll try to win a championship, or Mercyhurst could be the conference tournament champions and not go to the NCAA tournament. Horizon League final, Detroit Mercy taking on Wright State coming up tonight at 7 o'clock. You've also got the West Coast Conference final, Gonzaga in their last West Coast Conference championship taking on Herb Sendek and Santa Clara. Santa Clara knocking off St. Mary's last night. In the final MAC, MAAC championship because they're renaming the league next year. Siena and Merrimack will do battle in that championship coming up tonight. So that is what's going on a busy Tuesday of conference tournament basketball. Pirates make it through the top of the first without allowing a run. Had a little danger with the man on base, but got out of it. They now bat in the bottom of the first inning. Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard is presented by Da Buck. Had a fun night of sports trivia last night. Let's take a break. Jennings Hall going to join us here this hour. Got Bryce Williams, got Brandon Manning, and more coming up. Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. We'll be back with you after this timeout.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiken-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr! Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on 4 wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates. Arr!
Cuccinella's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cuccinella's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cuccinella's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at cuccinellas.com. Go Pirates!
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dixon Williams, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
This is Parker Bird from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. At Langley Contracting, they are the superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, they've got you covered. And they handle all your insurance claims. Locally owned right here in Eastern North Carolina, they're licensed, insured, and carry a 25-year roof warranty. Call or visit them online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today. Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, no score early at Clark LeClaire Stadium as the Pirates have 1 on, 1 out in the first inning. Also, Cincinnati, Utah, the only basketball game going on right now. Big 12 tournament action, and Cincinnati with an 8-point lead in the second half. Syracuse, SMU going to get underway in the ACC tournament. Jennings Hall joins us, former Pirate volleyballer. What's up, Jennings?
What a great day it is outside.
It's a beaut. It is a true beaut. I am a hoops junkie. I love these conference tournaments. I love the NCAA tournament. Next Thursday and Friday are my favorite sports days on the calendar. How about yourself? Do you care?
I actually care about the tournaments.
Yeah?
They're very... I was actually looking yesterday because I thought that they usually do a regional or something in Raleigh for the tournament.
They move around.
I thought there was going to be one in Raleigh.
I think the closest one this year is Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, that's the closest.
Is this okay, I remember, I think I saw on Twitter or something that they're switching the court projection or like the colors for each game or something.
So the Big 12, they call it a glass court. I don't know what exactly that means, but yes, like during halftime, the court looked different than it does now.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is very cool. I don't know why they go with this look for the game action. It looks like you're watching on a black and white TV almost.
Yeah.
But yes, it is a high-tech court for the Big 12 tournament this year.
Oh, that is awesome.
I've been to one conference basketball tournament, went to every game of the 1998 ACC tournament, and it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Have you ever been to a conference basketball tournament?
I have not, but I feel like it would be a ton of fun just seeing a bunch of teams in one day.
And a bunch of fan bases, and then like a team loses, so they're not going to stick around. So then they all huddle up outside and try to sell the rest of their tickets, to other fans. So it's fascinating to see all that happen. And unfortunately, like ECU since the CAA days, the tournament hasn't really been drivable. It's always been in Texas or Memphis or something like that, as a dude just does a windmill. Oh, but it won't count. Too bad. And of course, this year they didn't make the tournament. So
yeah, I also saw that the way they do the tournament this year is positioned a little bit differently.
Yes, which is advantageous for Kim McNeill and the women.
Mm-hmm.
They are in the semifinals.
Yeah,
without playing anything.
I do see it as, you're trying to get your best team into the tournament. And then I wonder, if the women's team, for obviously ECU, if they win the tournament, will Rice get in as an at-large?
Well, so I've been following the rankings, and they did lose a game. They lost their final game. So the streak has been snapped. But last time I looked at the rankings, and I will look again, Rice was not receiving votes or anything. Let's see if they are now. No votes. Okay, 5 votes in the coaches poll. So that is good, but I don't think that's going to be enough to get them in at large.
What's the RPI ranking is the real question. Do they even do that?
Probably, but I'm going to let you do your own homework there.
Yeah, that's valid.
Let me know next week.
All right.
We will be filling out our bracket, so get ready for that next week.
Yes,
when
I'm
you come in here. And I am as well. Do you know off the top of your head, without doing research, who you think you'll have as your champion this year?
For men's? Or
yeah.
Honestly, no.
There is one team playing the best right now, but major injury issues, and that would be Duke. Duke.
Oh, yeah.
Duke has I think Foster, a guard, is out now for the rest of the season. So You got to factor that in. Your other 1 seeds, Michigan, probably either Arizona or Houston, depending on who wins the Big 12. UConn's up there. So I think with the Duke injury, it's somewhat wide open at the top. Maybe we'll have some different options.
I may just be a menace and vote or pick Miami, Ohio the whole time.
I meant to bring this up yesterday. So the odds are out, like, to win your conference tournament. Mm-hmm. The favorite in the MAC is not Miami of Ohio. It's Akron. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, that is kind of.
So I always look at it like, why would the books do that? Yeah. Because you would think, my brain's in a pretzel here. So Miami, Ohio is plus 225 to win their conference tournament. They haven't lost a game all year. Now, they've been on the ropes. They were on the ropes against Ohio in their last game. But to make Akron the minus 130 favorite is kind of crazy. It's plus money for Miami of Ohio to win their conference tournament. And I repeat, they have not lost a game this season. So it doesn't make a lot of sense, but
I don't even have any words for that because that actually makes no sense to me, but whatever.
Well, you need to sign up on a gambling app or tell your friend to put in a wager for Miami of Ohio. All right. Robert says we just had Kim McNeill on. Hopefully we can clamp down Kim McNeill's contract and keep her around for a while. Very successful season this year for the Pirates, and we'll see what they can do in conference play. All right. Are we good? Did Avery mess up?
For a split second, but it's been fixed.
Avery. These kids, man. Kids these days. Did the Pirates get on the board?
Yes, 2-0 is your score.
Pirates lead at 2-0. Jennings, did you go to any ECU Coastal games?
I did not.
Yeah.
I didn't really have time.
Couple of good games, and then Pirates took it to them on Sunday and picked up a win, but could have been a much better weekend for ECU.
Yeah, definitely saw where I didn't watch the game, but on Saturday they had them. They were neck and neck, and then was it a pitching change or something?
Gavin Van Kempen was awesome. Left the game, and then Coastal Carolina took advantage of that.
Okay.
But, man, he was fantastic and has looked good really all year long so far. And then Friday night, Pirates got behind, came back, took a lead, but could not close it out and ended up losing in extra innings. Sunday, a hit parade for ECU. Looked really good on Sunday, hitting the ball. Good weekend for Shane Winkler's Pirates as they win the series to get the conference play started, winning over Wichita State. And these games were wild because they lost 14-5. They come back and win 8-0, and then win at 3-0 on Sunday. They are off this week, I guess. So spring break, Pirate baseball team is going to play multiple games. Softball team has the week off, but they'll be in Boca Raton, one of your favorite spots, right?
Oh my gosh, I'll be there. Maybe I'll have to.
How are you? All these, where? What? How?
I'll actually be in Palm Beach tomorrow, so maybe I'll. No, I'm actually.
So they play Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I'll be in Boca on Thursday, so that'll be the same day that they get in.
You can at least say hello.
Yeah. Wait. What time is the game on Friday? Maybe I'll go by.
6.
I might have to stop by.
Say what's up to Anna.
Yeah.
And the squad. And they are 17-9, I believe. Yeah, really good record, quality wins. So they have been playing well. They got FAU this weekend. They will be back home for a midweek game next Tuesday against Elon before hitting the road to Memphis. Why will you be in Florida?
I have a dress fitting.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
My wedding dress.
Weren't you doing wedding related stuff this weekend?
Yes.
Rings or yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm keeping up with your wedding so much. I guess I'm just asking questions and those are the answers.
We'll start a pirate radio schedule of Jennings' wedding events, I guess.
Reminds me of when my wife would watch Say Yes to the Dress nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
That and A Baby Story were always on my television for like one period of time.
Yeah.
TLC classics, maybe? I don't know what channel they were on.
Oh, it was 100% TLC.
All right, there's your New Blue Pirate Report. Anything else going on in Pirate Land? I have not looked in on lacrosse lately. Should we get a lacrosse update?
Yeah. And swim and dive, I feel like I've been seeing a few things. That's a team that everybody kind of forgets about because it's a schedule that they have kind of throughout the year. So I think sometimes that gets put on the back burner. But I think I've been seeing, one of the swimmers is going to the NCAA championships.
Lacrosse has gone win-loss. They are 3-3. They play James Madison coming up on Saturday at noon. They are coming off a loss to Campbell. Before that, beat San Diego State. So again, it's up and down so far for ECU women's lacrosse. And that is your New Blue Pirate Report. Go to callinublu.com and they can take care of all of your heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical needs with New Blue. Doing a great job. All right, as we go to break, East Carolina up 2-0 on Old Dominion in the second inning. Cincinnati right now handling Utah in the Big 12 tournament. Those scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck. We'll do some Jennings Hall of Fame and Jennings Hall of Shame when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you. Humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
It's bow time.
Finally, lunchtime. I'm starving.
What's that?
This is the Bojangler from Bojangles.
Ooh, with the same bold flavor as their chicken?
The same.
And fries.
The same.
Huh. Well, I've got a PB&J.
Yeah, that's not the same.
A crispy fish fillet dusted in Bo's famous seasoning. With cheese and tartar sauce on a fluffy bun, the Bojangler's back. Hook one while you can. It's bow time.
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
We offer service specials and coupons, monthly deals to help you save. We also offer our customers pickup and drop-off services, convenient scheduling for your busy life. We'll help you get the service you need with your busy schedule.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
This is Rajay Harris, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at AA.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. PGV, where the pirates fly. And Mustache March is back. The Buck, Dirty Dan's, and OTs has teamed up once again with Pirate Radio for their annual Mustache March campaign to strike out ALS. Now through the end of the month, you can support the cause by grabbing an official Mustache March t-shirt for only $20, available now at the Buck, Dirty Dan's, and Overtime Tavern. 100% of proceeds go directly to ALS research. So here's the plan. Grow out the stash, grab a shirt, and help us strike out ALS. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We're checking out the Cool Court for the Big 12 tournament. Pirates playing in Clark LeClaire and have an early lead over Old Dominion 2-0. And following everything going on in the world of sports. We'll do some Jennings Hall of Fame, Jennings Hall of Shame. We got the intro, Shirley. Let's hear it.
It's the Jennings Hall of Fame.
You two guys do more than you'll ever know to help East Carolina athletics.
The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
I'll make you famous.
And the Hall of Shame.
I don't like the way he looks.
You are terrible!
I'm going to go log online and talk a bunch of crap.
All right, Jennings Hall of Fame, Jennings Hall of Shame. Usually we have more Hall of Shames than Hall of Fames.
That is
because we live in a
true.
negative society.
No, this one that usually sits right here has the most Hall of Shames, and he never has any Hall of Fames.
Are you raising your voice at me?
He's on cloud 9 this week because it's the off season and the Raiders are making moves and they haven't lost any games, so he's in a good mood.
Hopefully he doesn't listen to this, but I'm glad he's not here because we haven't talked NFL once.
There we go. We will play that back when Jared's here tomorrow.
Do not do that.
All right.
I don't like the way he looks.
I don't know if this is a Hall of Fame or Hall of Shame. I came in here thinking it would be a Jennings Hall of Shame, but now I don't know the real story. I went through all the stages of grief on Saturday. I was mad. I was sad. I bargained. Eventually, I accepted that Mark Schmidt would no longer be the coach, Shirley, of my beloved St. Bonaventure Bonnies.
What?
Mark Schmidt is out at St. Bonaventure.
Should have never thrown away the shirt. You jinxed him.
I'm pretty sure they shouldn't have missed 2 free throws at the end of the game.
Yeah, well, I mean.
That would have been okay, too. Mark Schmidt has been at St. Bonaventure since 2007. Has a 338 and 254 record there, 571 winning percentage. Got them to the tournament. God, this was all the way back in 2021, Shirley. That was a long time ago. But that was the year I said I'm going to become a St. Bonaventure fan. And I did, and what a ride they took me on. Going to the tournament, losing in the first round, I think, to LSU. But that was a fun year. So do you know who Adrian Wojnarowski is? Have you ever heard of a Woj bomb?
I don't think so.
All right. He was like the Adam Schefter for the NBA. And if there was an NBA breaking news story, he would put it out first. And they called them Woj bombs. Well, he returned to his alma mater a couple years ago to become the GM of St. Bonaventure.
Okay.
And since then, they were 9-9 in conference play last year, went to the NIT. This year, they were not good at all. And it came out that Mark Schmidt was being forced out of St. Bonaventure. Now everything I read says he's retiring. Was it a, hey, you need to retire or we're going to fire you? Or was he actually retiring? The way it was worded this weekend was it was kind of a push out. And so in that regard, I'm going Jennings Hall of Shame to Adrian Wojnarowski for pushing out the best coach St. Bonaventure's ever had. A Hall of Fame, I'll put in Mark Schmidt, and I'm interested to see if he continues coaching. He is 63 years old and has been doing it for a long time. I like a Schwartz-Schmidt team-up at East Carolina. That is what I'm pulling for. By the way, that's at least two coaches now that beat ECU this season that will not be coaching their teams next year. UNCG's coach, Mike Jones, was fired by the Spartans.
Huh.
So
I forgot. I mean, that was... What, November?
That was a very long time ago.
November was a very long time ago.
Jennings, look at this court.
Oh, this is crazy.
They are showing highlights of the game being played on the court that they are playing on in the Big 12 tournament.
This is my Hall of Fame. I decided. This is awesome. And I hope that other conferences, I hope they do this next year because this is actually really cool.
The fact that they're running highlights of the game being played on the court.
During a timeout. And it's not even coming from, it must be coming, there must be like TVs because then they'd be shining all over the players if it weren't.
Right.
So it has to be made out of like TVs and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a specific type of technology that the Big 12 is actually, they're the only conference right now that is featuring this type of court, but they're hoping that eventually this court will kind of be the norm for other conferences. It's like an LED type software that they use, and from what I understand, it's really expensive, but they say it just kind of enhances the experience. For me, I'm kind of old school. I like the traditional hardwood floors because I would imagine that thing would be super expensive to fix if it got broken somehow.
That is true.
Well, I read like a headline said players said it was slick and slippery. Bill Self said it was different. But I don't know. I haven't seen any issues during the game.
Yeah, and I believe the floor is actually more like a glass.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
I mean, would that be a little bit more dangerous than, say, a hardwood floor? I mean, you got bodies diving for balls and stuff. I mean,
yeah.
I would imagine that would hurt just as much, if not more.
Yeah, do you like break the glass if you fall on the ground? Yeah, I don't know.
There's got to be something on top that's
just
transparent. Is that what the word?
Yeah,
it is. I don't know. I can't think right now.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen, this many threes being hit in a while since all I do is watch ECU basketball.
Jennings.
I haven't.
Dude. I'm putting you in the Hall of Shame. No, you are exactly right. We were, you know what? Let's, I haven't looked at the final numbers. Let's look one final time at where ECU is on 3-point percentage this year. I think last time we looked, we were 5th from the bottom in the country. Let's see how we finished up, and maybe we'll have to put them in the Hall of Shame as well. I had one more, and oh yeah, I got it. But first, let's look at this. Let's see, Jennings. We have two teams from the state of North Carolina that have punched their tickets to the tournament. They are High Point and Queens. Both winners of their
They have not been
tournament.
D1 for very long.
Not at all.
Years.
This was their first year they were eligible for the tournament.
Oh, yeah, because you have to wait 2 years, right?
Yeah, and they made it. All right, 3-point field goal percentage. Alabama, number 1 in the country. St. Louis, number 1 in the country at 40.5%. And coming in dead last, boy, they were consistent. Ryder was dead last all year long. East Carolina, 5th from last, number 361 at 28.8%. But Rider with a wire-to-wire victory this year, worst three-point shooting team in America. But yeah, ECU is going to have to get better at that.
I think that we as fans need to start a campaign, since we have clearly gotten the attention of a Mr. Beast Instagram story. I think we need to put this opportunity towards basketball rather than football.
You want money that could go to football going to basketball?
Well,
I'm happy to hear you say that.
Listen, because here's my thought process, right? Basketball doesn't need, because whatever the story is that he posted like a month and a half ago was like $100 million. I don't think you need $100 million to fix this program. You could probably do it with like 20% of that, I feel like.
Hell, I was going to say, man, I'll like $7 million or something. We can buy.
Yeah.
We can get some good. We can get a good roster.
Also, slight hall of shame to Mr. Beast, because why do you go to campus every single time I'm out of town to give away money?
Yeah.
It's
so
time
I know
it's
a guy.
time to find me walking down the street one day and ask if I want a briefcase of $10,000.
You know the grocery store thing going on?
Is it still happening?
Yeah, but I know a guy in there.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could sneak in there.
You might as well.
I've got too much going on. I don't have time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. All right. This story is awesome. Jamie nominated this one for the Hall of Fame, and we talked about it hour one. I didn't know this was happening, but we have a ransom going on, Jennings, in college basketball. So if Utah Valley doesn't pay $1 million by 5 o'clock, their men's and women's team will be banned from the conference tournament this year.
What? Why?
Because they are leaving, and they had a court-ordered agreement to pay $1 million for an exit fee. They are going to the Big West Conference, leaving the WAC. And I guess they're like, you know what? We're not going to pay that. We're just going to play basketball and go to the NCAA tournament. And the WAC said, you got to give us $1 million. Matter of fact, you got to give us $1 million in the next few hours or you're done. And they put out a statement and said, the conference will release new brackets if the university does not comply with the court's directive within the order by 5 p.m. on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So they got 2 hours and 11 minutes to pay up.
Oh, what? This is like a general, like an actual hostage situation.
Yeah,
this is
I've never seen this.
Hilarious.
I've seen movies where they're in a bank or where a child gets kidnapped and there's a ransom.
Just that headline.
It's great, right?
All bold in the biggest font ever.
By 5 p.m.
That was a crazy.
You've been warned.
Yeah. What? That's hilarious.
The question is, will they? Will they pay up? What happens if they don't? I guess they're going to be left out of the tournament.
Well, how?
And the men were the 1 seed. Women were the 4 seed.
Okay, so then you should do it. If they were like
or the 8 or whatever.
They're the end of the conference, maybe it's not worth it, I guess. But if you've got the 1 seed and the 4 seed, then it's time to pay up.
You gotta pay the piper.
What happens if you only pay half?
Right.
Which team?
And like, hey, we'll get you the rest later. Oh, you're saying which men's or women's?
Which team?
You got to send the one with the best chance, which I guess would be the men since they're the 1 seed. But they're like, look, we're gonna pay you. Calm down. Let's do a little payment plan here with interest, and just let us get in the tournament, man. We'll pay you $250,000 a day, like per win in the tournament. And by the time we get to the championship, you'll have your money. Great. What a great story.
Or they could just pay $1 million.
Jennings Hall of Fame, Jennings Hall of Shame. Shirley, anything stood out to you this week? I've got another. I'll go ahead and add Kennedy Fauntleroy.
Hall of Fame for show.
As Kim McNeill said, maybe the most decorated women's basketball player as far as awards go in ECU history. Mm-hmm. First team all conference, co-defensive player of the year, newcomer of the year, just racking up all the awards. So congratulations to Kennedy, who will be in action on Friday night. And well-deserved Jordan Riley also, first team all conference.
Yes, only East Carolina player to have been to receive postseason honors.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Sorry.
I'm not going any further than that.
Yeah, sorry. No, it was a one-man show for a lot of the year with Jordan Riley.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to go Hall of Shame the Baltimore Ravens for not issuing a tender to Keaton Mitchell and allowing him to be a free agent. Unless he goes to the Dolphins, then I'm fine with it.
Then you're okay with it.
Then I'm okay with it. But as of right now, what are you thinking, Ravens? Come on, man.
Yeah, they got some backs. So,
well, I know that, but you know the type of talent. We've all seen it. You know the type of talent that Keaton has. I mean,
gotta stay healthy.
I agree, but I also think that he is, one of those sleeper players that if he goes to a different team, you might see what we wanted him to be as a Raven.
Whatever team gets him will be happy.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get their money's worth with Keaton.
He can do a lot of things, obviously. All right, anything else?
Ooh, maybe he'll somehow get to the Chiefs and I can get him to get me into a suite and I can meet Taylor Swift.
Oh,
well,
God.
Pacheco's gone. They released Pacheco. He signed with the Lions, I believe.
And they picked up the Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker.
Yeah,
yesterday.
They got Kenneth Walker, and so Pacheco goes to the Lions. So, I mean, you got rid of Gardner Minshew over at Kansas City, so
bring in
there's
another,
at least,
All right, that reminded me of this, Jennings. A day after he agreed to return to the Chiefs for his 14th season, Travis Kelce shared one of his biggest influences in continuing his career was not a member of the organization. Instead, it was pop music star Taylor Swift, his fiancée. He plans to marry before training camp. Wait, all this wedding stuff you're doing, is it for her wedding?
No, we're getting married on the same day.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious. It came out that we're both getting married on June 13th.
How about that?
I am freaking out.
That sucks because TMZ was going to be at your wedding, but now they're going to go to that
I know.
one.
They told me that they couldn't come anymore because somebody bigger was coming, and then I was like, well...
We'll cover it. I know how much you like your picture taken.
Yeah, exactly.
Jennings was about to put me in the Hall of Shame after the Rice game because I said, hey, Jennings, let's take a picture. And you're like, oh, my God.
No,
More pictures.
Zach is in the Hall of Shame for taking that terrible picture of me at the baseball game. And I was trying to leave, and he said, no, you have to do it.
I was not forcing you to do it. I appreciate you doing it. And I'm like you. I don't like taking a lot of pictures either. So it was, we did it. We got over it. It's fine.
I don't mind taking pictures as long as I'm...
You have to be willing.
Yeah, I have to be willing, and I have to have some makeup on.
All right, Jennings, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
That was a fast 40 minutes or whatever it was.
It's probably because we didn't talk about the NFL.
Because Jarrett wasn't here. We had a great conversation. We were in a good mood. We're all smiles and laughs.
Oh, he's going to be so mad at me next week.
They just tased Ryan.
They just tased Jennings. Hey, Bryce Williams is here. And Brandon Manning, your baseball buddy. We'll talk to those fellers when we return. Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. Be back with you after this timeout. Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar MediSpa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
Pirate
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen and Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, showcasing world-class entertainment and delivering exceptional experiences for every guest. Visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com for more information.
When work needs doing or the trail calls, you need a machine that's ready for both. That's Honda's line of Pioneer side-by-sides. Choose the compact 520, the powerful 700 series, or go big with the 1000 line. Built for 3, 5, or 6. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville, and find your perfect Honda Pioneer side-by-side. For your safety, read the owner's manual and wear a helmet and eye protection. Always wear your seatbelt and close the side nets and doors when operating. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. If you don't like it, Bryce, they can change it for you because that is a glass floor and they can change the court. It's a LED floor, basically.
No way.
Technology, buddy. Yep.
No way.
Brandon Manning looks perplexed as well.
Well, how is it like not super slick?
During the timeout, they were playing highlights of this game on the LED court. It was wild.
Dude.
Yeah.
And it performs just like the wood? Why do they gotta go away just from the traditional wood, you know?
I don't know. Brandon, you can't whisper in these microphones. I don't know how many times.
Nobody heard me. I didn't actually say anything.
I'm going to go back and listen and see if I could hear what you said.
Go ahead.
All right. Welcome into the show.
Appreciate it.
Bryce Williams, Brandon Manning. Wait. Bryce, I think Avery's fixing it, but that's That is a great camera angle of about half your face.
Yeah. Jeez, cut my forehead off.
Bryce is a little taller than every other guest we've had in here.
You can only see from his nose down.
I know, what in the world?
Well, we don't want to give out his full identity.
Exactly.
In case he says
change my voice. I don't want people to.
All right. Week that was, Brandon, for ECU baseball. A little Farm Bureau 3 up, 3 down. Boy, you look upset. Are you all right?
I mean, I did get some bad news on the way in today.
Do you want to talk about it?
I guess it's going to come out. Legendary breaking news. I guess it's safe to say, but he's been sick for a while. Legendary baseball coach Rabbit Fulgham passed away this afternoon. Was what I got a couple of text messages on the way here. Just a legendary, great guy. If there's a Hall of Fame for baseball anywhere on the East Coast, he's on it. Coached so many baseball players from all around. Helped get a lot of guys to ECU over the years. Just an amazing guy, man. Very godly man in the same time, and he taught the game the way it was supposed to be played. So hats off to him on a great career and great life.
Yeah, I know of him more than I know him. I went to some camps where he was involved in, and he was still part of what Meadows does every year with the Down East stuff, right?
He is, man. He's still, I mean, his brain was still there to teach and do everything the last few years and to be a mentor to so many, even coaches to this, even Cliff still. So,
yeah, well, rest in peace. And thoughts certainly to his family. How about the Pirates going down to Conway, Brandon? And, man, every time I give up on the team, they come out with a great performance. I wish they could play great without the backs against the wall, but I was pretty down after Saturday's loss, and they come out Sunday and just have a merry-go-round out there.
You know, Saturday's loss was just a snowball from what ended the way it ended on Friday, I think. And I think that was a one-off to how bad and how unmotivated they played. But Sunday they were right there. A few lineup tweaks. Got Boucher getting a start right there at DH. I thought was on time. I mean, I'd give him a chance. Anybody, his leadership from a mental side of it would probably be better than most of everybody else. But overall on the week, I mean, I'm hate to say I'm happy or sad. It was just a week of baseball, and we won 2 games and lost 2 games.
And if we are going the 3 up, 3 down route, up definitely Gavin Van Kempen for what he did on Saturday.
Up
awesome.
Our pitching staff in general, I think, is up. I mean, Norby's not throwing how he wants to, but I think he's trying to take on everybody by himself, personally, mentally, getting ready for the game, and that's his problem. But the rest of everybody else, I'm very satisfied for. I just wish we could string together 2 great hitting games in a row.
Great moment there. They just showed it. Did you see that? So, guy shoots a 3 for Utah. Man on the bench stands up with his hands up like to celebrate the 3. It's a miss. Offensive rebound. Guy inside kicks it out to the man standing up with his hands up, but he's on the bench, and they turn it over. That was pretty brutal. Brandon, as you said, lineup change. Matt Lashley has found a home at the top of the lineup with Burris, Linehan hitting in 3. Colby Wallace did some pretty good things and Barron, from the bottom of the order. And in your meat of the order, it was good to see. Still waiting on Irby to kind of get hot. But Jack Herring, I think he had 1 hit. He might have had another one, but that was a home run.
Yeah.
They were calling him Jackson Herring. I saw on the TV. I don't know.
Look, the home run, he saw that ball so deep backside, and I don't think he knew out of the box it was going. He just put a great swing on it. When the
ball was flying out to left. They almost look like pop-ups to me on TV.
When you're seeing the ball that well, that you can see it that deep and with power go backside, you're starting to see some things, and some things are starting to click. So I'm hoping some stuff that they're working on. I'm Coach Goats, a renowned hitting coach. So I'm hoping some things are starting to get into their heads a little bit better, so we'll see.
Yeah, I hadn't followed them too closely, but this is not a huge RPI week. It's a week though you need to go 5-0, right? Yes, you got to.
Got to. It's a very. It would be great to just go on about 10 wins in a row right here and get ahead of everything. I don't know when we play. When's another regional team we play again? ODU's, I guess, regional. They're in, used to be in our conference.
Are you saying geographically or a team
regional.
That could make a regional?
No, geographically.
Okay. Well, today and tomorrow.
And didn't who else?
Then you got Penn coming up this weekend. I'll look at the midweek schedule for next week. Should have another ACC opponent coming up soon, I would think.
Should have a Duke coming up.
Yeah, one of them types of games. Right now, Pirates leading 3-0, and I guess they're talking about it on the broadcast now. Brandon showing James Rabbit Fulgham. It's pretty quick to get that up. Pirates will have Elon next Tuesday on St. Patrick's Day, and then UAB to begin conference play.
I mean, just the power rankings for the conference. UAB's at the top of it right now, right? It was released yesterday.
Who released that?
The American. Has strength of schedule, RPI, total wins right now. They were ahead of UTSA, who is actually ranked in something, I believe.
Your Duke game is in 2 weeks, Brandon, and that will be a heck of a week because you got Duke in Durham and you got UTSA in San Antonio. Huge week of baseball that week.
That's a hard stretch right there. I mean, that's 4 games against 4 quality opponents, 4 quality arms. I'm sure we'll see. And the UTSA, I would love to get out of there with 2 wins. Love to get out of there with 2 wins. I need to print off the schedule and during the break go through this is what we need to win for the rest of the season for you.
You want to go rest of the way already? I'm down.
I'm down.
Okay. All right.
Put Shirley on that.
We'll do that during the break. Shirley, can you print an ECU baseball schedule, please? For Brandon Manning with Farm Bureau Insurance. Bryce, how you doing?
I'm good. Let's do some baseball chat.
NFL free agency going on.
So I heard there's been who was I talking to yesterday? It was my brother-in-law. They're like Steelers fans, and there was some of how much is going on in the free agency world.
Quarterbacks being moved around.
Tua's gone. I saw.
Tua's gone. They bring in Malik Willis.
But is he really going to go to Atlanta?
Yeah, I believe so. They are getting all the left-handed quarterbacks on that team.
They say they didn't want Lamar Jackson not a year or 2 ago?
I don't remember who said that, Brandon.
The Atlanta Falcons.
Well, the Falcon can't talk. What human said that?
Their front office. I don't know who the heck's in the front office.
I don't know. I don't remember that story. Maybe so. If you're telling me that somebody there thinks Tua is better than Lamar Jackson, then no, I don't think that's true.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Can we get a pen?
Take the pen.
Do you have a clip? Do you have a pen?
I'll cut my nice used blood.
Yeah.
The Jets bring in Geno Smith. Run it back.
Dang, he's back.
So
Wasn't he with?
He was with the Raiders last year. He went from Jets to Seahawks. Actually went from Jets to Giants to Seahawks to Raiders to Jets, if I'm not mistaken.
Great.
Can you believe, Bryce, that Case Keenum is still in the NFL?
Is he really?
He got a contract.
Wow.
Isn't that at SMU?
Mm-hmm. Houston.
How in the world? Houston, yeah.
Played against TCU in the conference championship.
Who was he with last year?
Who knows? He's been for every team. Case Keenum, 38 years old, has re-signed with the Bears.
Daggone.
Is he your age, Bryce?
No.
He's older.
He's older than me. He's 38. He's 5 years older.
Case Keenum, since 2012, has played for the Texans, Rams, Vikings, Broncos, Redskins, Browns, Bills, Bears. 2 stops in Houston. Make it 3 stops in Houston, 2 stops with the Rams. He played in both St. Louis and L.A. He played for the St. Louis Rams and the Washington Redskins, 2 teams that don't exist anymore. So, he's been around a long time, man.
Crazy. Wow.
But, hey, good for him.
Yeah, good for him. He's a great fella, too. So.
Get it while you can get it. Mitchell Trubisky signed a contract.
Was he out last year? I didn't see anything about him.
I think he's just floating around like a backup now everywhere. Signs with the Titans. He was with the Bills last year. Marcus Mariota re-signed in Washington. Gardner Minshew.
Oh, yeah. Where's he?
Continues to travel around the NFL. He is going to join the Cardinals, and the Cardinals got rid of Kyler Murray. So they're looking for
where's he going?
Kyler Murray is nowhere at the moment.
Interesting. Where's Gardner Minshew been now?
Everywhere.
He is
riding around his van.
Yeah. Is he still doing the van thing?
I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he spent last year as a backup to Patrick Mahomes for the Chiefs, and he signed a 1-year deal with the Cardinals. I think the initial price was like $5 million, somewhere around there, and then with incentives, he can make up to $8.25 million.
This from the big lead says the Murray sweepstakes is down to 3 teams. We'll see, but they got the Vikings, the Chiefs. I don't think it'll be the Chiefs, and the Jets.
Is the quarterback that was with the Cardinals that got drafted in 2018?
Oh,
he didn't play
from UCLA.
Yeah. Is he anywhere?
I want to say Rosen. Was that his name? Josh Rosen. Yeah.
Wonder if he's in.
Nah, he had one good night in the NFL. It was draft night when he said all those teams were going to regret passing on him, and then he didn't do anything at all, and out of football. All right, let's take a break. When we return, Brandon Manning's path to a regional and to hosting a regional, right? What is this the path to?
We're going to make a regional regardless. This is going to be a path to hosting a regional, but we got to have some help by Carolina. Carolina's got to lose some games.
All right, path to hosting a regional with an asterisk. And also, we'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors with Bryce and BMann. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday after this.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Chico's in downtown Greenville is celebrating 43 years of business all month long in March with a special anniversary menu. Grab your amigos and enjoy blasts from the past menu favorites like Cancun oysters, chili dog, costillas, and chili rellenos. The celebration doesn't stop with your favorite Mexican food. Drop in for one of those famous Chico's margaritas in the bar or outside on the patio. Hurry in, the celebration menu ends March 31st. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Jeff Stein here at Brownwood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right. For Sierra 2500, 3.9 plus $1,000 in purchase allowance, we have over 10 to choose from. You got free pickup and drop off, a free car wash and vacuum. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie. Hey Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an Equal Housing Lender.
This is Dr. Hote from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
This is Kim McNeill, head women's basketball coach at East Carolina University, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. Members experience in-person service, competitive savings and loan rates, everything from automobile, boat, and home loans. First Flight has you covered. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Coming up a little later on, Ellerby goes one-on-one with Charlie Mercer. Charlie Mercer, darkness. They will be talking about the Pirate 10-miler event coming up.
10-miler.
Brandon, you ever run a 5K?
On purpose? No.
All right.
No.
Okay.
I got, you had that whole, hey, the team gets in trouble, everybody gets in trouble. One person gets in trouble, the whole team does type of situation. Just run.
Run poles.
Yeah. I think it was, my freshman year is probably the most I ever ran in sports.
Well,
period.
They'll be talking about a running event coming up. But awesome. Right now, we'll get the path to hosting a regional, Brandon Manning's path to hosting a regional. A little bit early to break. Well, then again, though, hey, it gets early. It gets early late, Brandon. Or it gets late early, Brandon. However you want to put it.
It does.
All right, so
are we starting? Do you have it up on the screen?
Yes. Right now the Pirates are 8-7-1, and are in a position to get to 9-7-1 because they do have a 4-0 lead right now. All right. So how do you want to do this? You want to just go kind of week by week, and you tell me what they need to do each week?
Sure.
So this week
we got
ODU, William and Mary, Penn. What do we need to do?
5 wins.
All right, 5-0 this week. Next week, Elon, and then conference play begins with UAB.
I'm going to say a win at Elon, and then we need to take 2 out of 3 from UAB. Yes, that's pretty good team right there.
3 out of 4 total. The following week, we're now at March 24th, Duke, and then UTSA on the road. Huge week.
All right. Then this is my bad week for ECU baseball. I have us winning at Duke, which is a must to try to do it, but I got us losing 2 out of 3 to UTSA.
2-2 versus those RPI opponents, not the worst thing in the world.
Nope.
UNCW and Charlotte is the following week.
4 wins.
4-0. Duke again, this one at Clark LeClaire, and Tulane on the road.
I got us beating Duke and then taking 1 from Tulane because Tulane always has our number.
Okay. That'll bring us to NC State at Clark LeClaire Stadium and Wichita at home.
It is a must-win at NC State coming here, and then I got us going 2-3 against Wichita.
Man, you want to take care of the weekends in your conference, but it sounds like we've got some crucial midweek games the rest of the way.
Crucial games to help us in regional type voting and whatnot.
100%.
It's very important.
Rematch against ODU on the road and South Florida at home.
4 wins.
Okay. NC State on the road and then Memphis in Memphis.
All right, I got us losing in Raleigh, and I got us taking 2 out of 3 in Memphis.
Okay. Rice on the road for 3.
2 out of 3 against Rice.
All right. Do I even need to bring up Campbell?
No, we're going to
lose that game.
No, we're going to beat Campbell here.
How?
Because I said so.
All right. What happened the first time you said so?
When
are we going out to dinner?
Fault. I was going to bring it over and watch the game today, but Shirley said you didn't need to eat anything. Sometimes you get gassy on air, Clip. I mean,
that's whether I eat or not.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for throwing me under the bus there, bud.
Brandon, you're pretty quick. I'll give you that. Campbell and then at FAU.
So we're winning at Campbell, and we're going to take 2 out of 3 from FAU.
All right.
So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Brandon Manning's path
15,
16, to a regional
21, 22, 23,
hosting a regional.
BMann path.
The BMann path.
That's 28 more W's on the year.
28, which would put us at 36 heading into the conference tournament. You win 4 there. Boom. There's your 40.
There's my 40. But we don't have to get to 40. We really need to beat Duke and NC State. All right. And we need Carolina to lose a couple.
Now, why do we need that?
That hurts their just overall.
So they won't be hosting?
So they won't be hosting. If they win enough games, they're going to host, and we're not going to host. Because either State, Carolina, or Campbell is going to host. Take us hey, we may or may not host, but two of us in our North Carolina, we'll have 2 host spots in North Carolina.
Okay. Well, we went 1-1 against them, so
yeah.
If they win, that makes us look okay, right?
Yeah, but I need them to lose to Miami.
You want them to get knocked out?
I want them to lose to Miami and Florida State.
Okay. All right. There we go. Bryce, let's go Pirate Radio Outdoors. It is hot. It is nice. What does that mean for an outdoorsman like yourself?
Man, boating and more boating. But I didn't get to go on the boat this week. She's a little behind, a little electrical mishap, but it turns out it was only like a loose negative or a bad connection on a negative. That just seemed to make the whole system kapooey.
Man.
But that got fixed, and then we actually purchased a boat that I've now reached out to my man Caleb Stroud for a lower unit. So it's a little project. So why not go to the number one A1 source, Stroud's Marine, for boat parts. So he says he has several of what I'm looking for. So be looking to probably try and snag one of those tomorrow or check out what he's got. And then I did some, I'm always prepping and here and there. So I went out to where I deer hunted and just took a few lock-on stands down just to get them out so they're not, getting all weathered and straps and, put ease on the trees. And in case new, spots look a little more.
Did you move some cameras around to start prepping for your turkeys?
I did move some cameras, but that was a few weeks ago. So we've done that. We had to took deer stands down to get them ready in case, just to give them a break, get them out of the weather. So been out and about, and I sold my four-wheeler yesterday. So now I'm kind of on the hunt for like a side-by-side or another four-wheeler. Just
on the hunt. I remember y'all talking about the weather. It was so cold, fish were dying, right? Like, does that get replenished over time, or how are we with populations?
You want to take this one?
You can take it.
All right. Trout normally bounce back pretty good. I personally think that the state stopped the harvest of trout recreationally and commercially. Like we can't go trout fishing and bring some trout home and fry them up until June
30th.
June 30th.
Like
I've seen a lot of reports of just nice catches of trout in eastern North Carolina in two different bodies of water. So they're still catching them. I think they jumped the gun on making it so long, but it was probably the right thing to do with the fish kills they saw, where they were, their historic places on, hey, this is a major major deal. So we got to stop it so we have fish to catch in the fall.
Gotcha.
So made a few changes with the flounder stuff coming along right now.
Yeah. When's that? We have a little short season with that, don't we? Coming up.
Yeah, I think in April.
Yeah, we've got like a short flounder season. Is it 1 or 2 weeks?
The rock season's getting ready to kick off. Rock getting ready to get all up in the sound and then head up the rivers, and you'll be catching rockfish all the way up to Weldon and Scotland Neck. Pretty good. Good times to be alive.
That's right.
Great times to be alive.
That's right. And then turkey season. Have you been on the wows? I hit the road today, and my goodness, in 2 different areas in Fountain. Or what? No, not Fountain. Anyways, Kinston and then like out in like Richlands. Goodness gracious. I mean, just a bachelor of
a lot of them. They're starting to move. They're starting to move and separate. The big flocks are starting to go their own separate ways. So if you're starting to see some turkeys on your farm, you need to start putting a pattern on them. Know which mornings they're going to be there and which afternoons they're going to be somewhere else. And get them locked down.
It's feeling like that weather too. Like that 60-degree-ish mornings, a little foggy.
Yep, you folks enjoying the Greenway. No, Mr. No Shoulders is going to start making their appearance, coming out of their winter slumber.
No shoulders.
A little snake action for you.
Okay.
I'm a snake. Have you seen that?
I'm a snake.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You got a snake guy?
Especially where you are.
Oh, man.
You up in them fields.
I don't like snakes.
If it's one of those long black snakes, they actually take care of the field mice. They're actually not bad snakes.
The copperheads, he shouldn't really have any copperheads where you're at. They're more.
Is it swampy back there behind the old fish? Is
Sure.
wet?
A creek back there? Oh, creek.
There's a man-made little pondish, swampish thing.
Oh yeah. Well, if it holds water, it might be snaky.
Yeah,
you might want to watch it
back there. Definitely. All right. Hey, good Pirate Radio Outdoors.
Yep.
We enjoyed it. Stroud's Marine. You can check them out in Greenville, as Bryce Williams and Brandon Manning do on a consistent basis. All right, BMann, you going to Clark LeClaire? Or you heading home?
I'm headed home. I have a very important baseball practice tonight to get ready for. It is my winterful baseball season has started. We got a couple of young guys who aren't as experienced in baseball, so I'm trying to get some extra work with them this evening, doing a little hitting work tonight.
Awesome. All right. And B-Man's going to find him something to eat.
Me too.
I'm sorry. Bryce Williams is going to find him something to eat.
Yeah.
You going to eat too?
Probably sometime.
I know Bryce is going to eat.
I think it's a Chick-fil-A night for us.
That was last night for me.
We do the Chick-fil-A, and then we get an extra thing of chicken nuggets, and we put them in the kids' lunchbox for the next day in a thermos. Oh, God, they eat Chick-fil-A for lunch at school, and everybody's like, where'd you get that?
I used to I had a He-Man thermos back in the day, Brandon.
I never took my lunch not one time to school.
I didn't a lot, but I did a few times.
We were very, we had Chick-fil-A at school.
At Conley.
And Blimpies. Do you remember that?
I remember.
Was that when I was there?
Yes.
I remember Blimpies.
We could have Blimpie subs, Chick-fil-A.
Blimpies.
And then some odd reason, me and Mike Hickman would get chicken wings on game days. They would make them for us.
Who?
The cafeteria staff.
Shut up.
Mike Hickman. I will get them on speed dial.
So just you and Mike had wings
we didn't have
nobody
we
else?
didn't have to go up in the line. There was be like, hey, we made these. Here, y'all. Just take them and hand them to me and Mike at a table.
Folks, this is bull.
That's not malarkey.
I will say that having Chick-fil-A in the Conley cafeteria was a game changer, though.
Oh, it was.
That changed everything.
Chick-fil-A and a blue Powerade was the go-to lunch back then.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying, my friend. All right, fellers. Thanks for hanging out.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Clipper.
See you next week. Go Pirates. We will take a break. When we return, Jonathan Ellerby, one-on-one with Charlie Mercer. They'll talk about the upcoming Pirate 10-miler event. Got that on the way when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Everybody, can you feel it?
Pirate Radio March Madness is back. Listen to Pirate Radio Live from 3 to 6 p.m. this week for your chance to be one of the 64 lucky winners of a free lunch combo courtesy of Cucinella's in Greenville. If your team makes a tournament run, you could win an additional $50 to $100 gift card from Cucinella's. Listen to win. Thanks to Cucinella's with locations midtown across from Best Buy and downtown across from Sup Dogs and online at Facebook and Instagram. Pirate Radio, your station for winners and your home for
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Attention pirates and runners, be sure to join the fun Saturday, March 28th for the Pirate 10-miler, 4-miler, or Double Down Challenge. The road race starts and finishes at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium and runs through the best of Greenville. Get in on all the action and reserve your spot at the starting line today. Sign up now at pirate10miler.com. Use the code Pirate Radio to save 15% off your race registration. That's pirate10miler.com, special code Pirate Radio. See you there, March 28th.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Ooh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
A new feature menu has arrived at Basil's in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great favorable dishes like roast beef melt, creamy beef ziti, chicken hibachi pizza, apple strudel pizza, plus $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. Basil's regular menu and favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, pirates supporting pirates.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
This is Carson Wissenhunt, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprint to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
2 on, 2 out for the Pirates in the 4th inning. They lead Old Dominion 4-0. And Grady Linehan at the plate. And he takes the ball. And the SMU Mustangs have a 3-point lead over Syracuse early in the second half as they play in Game 2 of Round 1 of the ACC tournament. Now a 1-point game SMU 41, Syracuse 40. Those scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall, presented by the Buck. We have our interview ready with Ellerby and Charlie Mercer. Charlie Mercer came on to talk about a Pirate 10 miler event and talk a little running in the area. It's finally not brutally cold. It is a good time to get out and run, and here is that conversation.
All right, welcome back into Pirate Radio Live today. Going to have a very fun event coming to Greenville, North Carolina on March the 28th, and the CEO of the event, Charlie Mercer, is joining us. Charlie, good to see you. Thanks for joining us on Pirate Radio Live today.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me.
The Pirate 10 miler. We're going to get into some details about this because this is going to be a lot of fun where people can participate and get some exercise in and maybe challenge themselves. But tell us a little bit about yourself first, Charlie. How did you get involved and get started in doing races like this?
I'll give you the short version. About 12 years ago, someone I got connected with was starting this race company, and so I left a career in consulting to come do this. I've always been very passionate about health and wellness and helping people stay healthy before they have to enter the very complex U.S. healthcare system that I was a part of. And so, I was not previously a runner, but just absolutely fell in love with running events and what they mean to people and communities. And so 12 years later, I'm still doing it. We've done about 200 events in our 12-year history, and never been more excited about these events and what they mean to people.
Well, we're happy to be a partner with you, help promoting the event. Plan on being on site for the Pirate 10 miler on March the 28th. Tell us a little bit for people who are saying, all right, what is the Pirate 10 miler? Is it exactly how it sounds? Give us some details on what people can expect if they want to sign up for it.
It is how it sounds. It's very much about East Carolina University, pirate themed. The medals and the shirts are all pirate themed and have all the right colors on them. And it's a tour through the beautiful parts of campus. And so the feature distance is the 10-mile distance, but there's also a 4-miler option, so a little bit shorter distance for people. And then some will combine the 4-miler with the 10-miler in what we call the Double Down Challenge. So it'll be a really fun day and a distance for everybody.
I know you mentioned a little while, you've done over 200 events. There was one that kind of Tar Heel 10 miler that started it. How did you go from the Tar Heel 10 miler and want to do something in Greenville with the Pirates?
The Tar Heel 10 miler has been around almost 20 years. So even prior to us starting, so it's an event we sort of inherited. And as we started producing that one, we just saw how unique the experience can be with the students and the alumni that come back for it, and just being able to showcase campus, but also the town or Chapel Hill in that case, surrounding campus. And so it created a lot of benefits for a lot of different people, including the university and the town, and students and alumni. So we have now, we started the Pirate 10 miler last year with the idea of bringing the same set of benefits to the Greenville community. And we've actually just started one in Boone, North Carolina. So we now have the Mountaineer 10 miler in partnership with Appalachian State and the town of Boone.
How did you come up with the 10 miles? I mean, you say you had the 4-mile option and other stuff. There's a lot of 5Ks, but how did you come up with the uniqueness of the 10 miler?
Well, I can't take credit for that. So the person who started the Tar Heel 10 miler started that, doing it as a 10-mile event. And I don't know if it was the alliteration that just sounded good, but that person created a really interesting model for a running event. And so you're right. Like we do a lot of events that have the traditional distances, the 5K, the 10K, half marathon, full marathon. And so it's kind of nice to have a little something different. And, so, and still provides the short distance and the long distance option, which we think is nice to have. But yeah, it is a little bit different distance. So people can challenge themselves in different ways.
There's people out here listening, watching right now. They're sitting on the fence. They're thinking about this Pirate 10 miler. Give us the sales pitch, why they should get to your website, get signed up, and come join the fun on March 28th.
Well, I think we do a lot of events, and a lot of the events we do are more in the 10,000 person event type. So we've done some major market, very large events. And so, we bring the same level of professionalism into Greenville. And we did the inaugural event last year, and the runner experience scores, which we measure for all of our events, were off the charts. And, we always try to do a really great job. So I think we did a good job, but I just also think there was a great appreciation from the runners who experienced it last year, to be able to experience an event like this in their community, at their school, in the case of the alumni who ran, the students who ran. And so it's going to be another really great day, great runner experience. That's what we emphasize. And it's an accessible, even if somebody's concerned about the distance, the 4 miler is a very accessible distance.
Absolutely. And you get to run and see a lot of great sights if you're a Pirate and Greenville person, as you can see a lot of the campus and other things. Tell people about the website, a promo code. How can people sign up and lock in on March 28th?
The website is pirate10miler.com. So hopefully pretty easy to remember. And then, yes, with our partnership with Pirate Radio, we do have a discount code, and the discount code, also hopefully easy to remember, is Pirate Radio, all one word, and it's 15% off any distance. So even if someone were to do the 4 miler with the code Pirate Radio, for less than $50, they'll get a great event experience, a shirt, a medal, a free beer after the race, some food, and just have a great morning.
Yeah, you just mentioned the free beer. I know our friends at Carolina Eagle are a partner with you guys. Give everybody a setup of when it starts and what the festivities in and around the event that day.
Well, it starts the day before, actually. There will be a packet pickup at the Hilton Greenville, next to the convention center. Fleet Feet will be there for any last minute needs that runners may have, and that's where people will pick up their bibs. And then the next morning, we'll have the race. It starts and finishes right outside Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. And so it'll get started around 7:15. Course cutoffs aren't till 10 or 10:30. And so to give folks an idea, for the 4 miler, if you can maintain a 16-minute mile pace, you're fine. And for the 10 miler and the double down, it's about a 14-minute mile pace. So, you probably can't walk the whole thing, but you also don't need to be a sprinter, an experienced runner to do it.
Open
and then
for
once
anyone.
What's that?
Pretty much open for anyone. Come challenge yourself.
Open for anyone. There will be a lot of support. Out on the course, we'll have water stops for people, and then once they finish, like I said, food, music. Everybody 21 and up gets a free beer, and that's where people will get their medals to signify the accomplishment.
What's your goal? How many people are you looking to get signed up for this?
Well, we hope to hit about 1,000. Right now, we're around 750 to 800 signed up. So we've got a few weeks to go. So hopefully we get a few more last minute signups.
You always get those last minute runners, especially when they see the weather forecast, and it's going to be beautiful that day in Greenville, I'm sure. So
knock on wood. That's exactly right. The last minute signups are highly dependent on the weather.
And it's always, and I've just started running recently too. It is easier to run with the group instead of running by yourself. So you can be encouraged and paced, and lots of things that can help you get through the 4 miles or the 10 miles if you sign up.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's what's so unique about these events. Anybody can go out and lace up their shoes and run on their own, but the feeling that you have showing up to that start line, everybody that shows up there has a different reason for being there. And then that's really why we do what we do is just to honor all those unique stories, all those unique reasons, and to be able to do that with a group of people who are all supporting each other, and not to mention the volunteers and the police, who come out and make the course safe and make it fun. It's really special, particularly in a world right now where, human connection is just so important. It's always going to be important. And so, we've got lots of things that get our attention online, and these events are a really nice way to get offline and be with other people and share a really positive experience.
Absolutely. Exercise always helps your mental health and your physical health. So get out, thepirate10miler.com. Use the promo code Pirate Radio. Save some buckets and get out there and meet Charlie and his great team out there. Charlie, we appreciate the partnership and look forward to March the 28th.
Thank you. We're really excited about it.
All right. There is Jonathan Ellerby talking to Charlie Mercer here on Pirate Radio Live. We'll take our final break, come back. We got more runs for the Pirates at Clark LeClaire Stadium. 7-0 touchdown lead for ECU over Old Dominion in the 5th inning on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. We'll give you a score on that and the basketball going on when we return. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
We have flexible financing options, work great with all credit types to fit the right plan and payment terms you need. We have a friendly, no-pressure sales staff focused on finding the best fit for you.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch Bundt Cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a Bundt Cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bunt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked
This
up.
is Alex Harper, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a mixed bag for the stock market as the Dow was down 34 points and finished at 47,706. The NASDAQ gained just a point at 22,697. The S&P slipped 14 points and finished at 6,781. That is your Wells Fargo Advisor Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. And as we head back into the show, I have a quick Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update. 10th ranked NC State baseball goes down to unranked Elon. And Elon goes into Raleigh, shuts out NC State for the first time ever. Now back to you, Clip.
All right. Shout out Tony Collins. Elon. Knocking off the pack. I do not see an update. I'm looking at Pete Thamel, talked about the Utah Valley situation 2 hours ago, but has not tweeted anything since. Mid-Major Madness 3 hours ago, tweeting about it. But Utah Valley now has 1 hour, an hour and 6 minutes to pay.
They're on the clock.
To pay $1 million. Maybe they're talking about the drop-off point, where to meet, where to bring the briefcase full of money. But the WAC has said if Utah Valley does not pay $1 million by 5 o'clock Mountain Time, the conference will release new brackets, and Utah Valley will not be in its men's or women's NCAA tournament. This is all of a sudden my favorite story of 2026 so far. We've got a 7-0 lead, Pirate lead, in Greenville at Clark LeClaire Stadium over Old Dominion. So we'll see if the Pirates can hold on to that. Got we're only in the bottom of the 5th inning, so still a lot of baseball left to go out at Clark LeClaire. Following SMU and Syracuse, they are on a commercial break, but SMU was handling them pretty well in the second half. We'll get a score on that in just a moment. It'll be NC State and Pitt tomorrow because Pitt won on a last-second putback to knock off Stanford and probably knock them out of NCAA tournament contention. We've seen a lot of spoilers around. Teams who would not be entering as an at-large beating teams that have a chance, and that happened earlier today when Pitt knocked off Stanford. Yeah, right now it is SMU 46, Syracuse 56, I should say. SMU 56, Syracuse 48. Maryland, Buzz Williams' team woke up after an 11-20 season. They are up 33-12 at halftime on Oregon. Gross score there in the first round of the Big Ten tournament. Once again, coming up tonight, your championship games, Monmouth and Hofstra on CBS Sports Network for the CAA crown. It'll be Mercyhurst and Long Island in the Northeast Conference tournament. Long Island will go to the NCAA tournament because Mercyhurst is ineligible for the NCAA tournament, but they're going to play the game out anyway. Long Island is in, win or lose, to the NCAA tournament. The Horizon League Championship, Detroit Mercy and Wright State playing 7 o'clock on ESPN. And you've got the West Coast Conference Final going on at 9 o'clock on ESPN. Santa Clara knocking off St. Mary's last night, taking on Gonzaga. Also, the MAAC Championship, Siena and Merrimack coming up at 9 o'clock on ESPN2 to crown their conference champion. Some late-night basketball in the Big 12 tournament. Tip-off set for 9:30. Could be later between Okie State and Colorado. And Idaho, Eastern Washington will play late night in the Big Sky semifinal, 11:30 on ESPN2. So it is noon to after midnight basketball for the rest of the way, pretty much. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then you have a couple of championships and semis on Saturday, championships on Sunday. It'll be Selection Sunday coming up this week as well. Shirley, do we have a game? I know we had one last night. Does Pirate Radio have a game tonight?
Yes, we will be featuring the Patriot League Championship. This coming up right after the replay of Brian Bailey's show. So right at about 7 o'clock, we'll have that. We'll join that in progress.
The Patriot League Championship. Why is that not on my schedule? Who is in the Patriot League Championship?
Hold on. Okay, so I was wrong.
Okay.
We'll have the Monmouth Hofstra Championship game, the CAA. I apologize. The Patriot League is tomorrow night.
All right. There we go. Got that situated. Do we have a run? Do we have two runs? Do we have a home run? No, we got a shot in the gap, which will score another run for ECU as they take an 8-0 lead over Old Dominion as we sign off on this Tuesday. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and we will do it again on Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Avery. And thank you all for being a part of the show, tuning in, listening in, chiming in on YouTube on our chat. We'll talk to you Wednesday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I am Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.